Walker, McCollum, Daniels, Johnson, Okonkwo for the starters for the Atlanta Hawks tonight to take on the Detroit Pistons. Pistons coming off a huge win against the LA Lakers on Monday night, and we are getting ready to rock and roll, man. Pistons rolling with their usual starters minus Cade Cunningham. You got Duncan Robinson, Asar Thompson, Tobias Harris, and Jalen Duren along with Dennis Jenkins. Good to see all of you guys tonight, man. Hawks are a very underrated NBA basketball team. This team provides a lot of depth, shooting, floor spacing, and they could be a sneaky team come the NBA playoffs in a couple of weeks here. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. Like and subscribe. We are moments away from tip-off, getting ready to rock and roll. The Atlanta Hawks are getting back their best player, Jalen Johnson, who was out for an injury. You got CJ McCollum, a very good player in the NBA who actually got traded from the Washington Wizards at the trade deadline for Trae Young. And this is going to be a very interesting matchup here. But hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. Welcome to the party, folks. We are getting ready. Moments away from tip-off. Atlanta Hawks taking on the Detroit Pistons on a Wednesday night in the Motor City. But yeah, Dennis Jenkins, he showed up huge for us down the stretch. Made some big-time buckets against the LA Lakers in a thrilling game victory over the Lakers, snapped their 9-game winning streak, and the Pistons look to continue to get on the winning streak once again against the Atlanta Hawks tonight, man. We are ready to rock and roll. Welcome to the party, folks. Looking forward to it. Pistons have the Atlanta Hawks tonight. They got the Pelicans tomorrow. I'll be on the call for that as well, and then they take on the Minnesota Timberwolves on Saturday, man. Appreciate you guys will stop into the stream. Atlanta Hawks, Detroit Pistons. Jump ball is underway here. Tip-off is controlled by Daniels and the Atlanta Hawks at the top of the key. Daniels working against Duncan Robinson. Offside here to Jalen Johnson. Johnson working the point here off to CJ McCollum. Bothered by Asar Thompson. Cross-court pass here to Daniels. Working inside here against Duncan Robinson. It's going to be pinball splattered around here. They're going to call a reach-in foul, though, against the Pistons. It looked like it was on Tobias Harris working against Daniels. It's going to be Hawks basketball out of bounds. Let me know who's here in the chat, guys. Appreciate you guys will stop in. Okonkwo, Johnson, McCollum, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Daniels, Tobias, Duncan, Duren, Asar, and Jenkins on the floor right now. CJ McCollum drives inside the paint here. Tried to feed Daniels inside here. It's going to be deflected out of bounds. It's going to be Pistons basketball out of bounds here. Quinn Snyder in his 4th season as the Atlanta Hawks head coach. Looking forward to getting the Hawks back to the postseason. It's so weird seeing the Hawks without Trae Young. They thought he was going to be their franchise player. They traded him at the deadline. Got a couple nice young players with CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert, and looking to avoid that cap situation next season. Dennis Jenkins working against Daniels inside here. Lobs it up to Asar Thompson and throws it down with authority. 2-0 Pistons take a 2-0 lead here. CJ McCollum on the right side here gives it off to Jalen Johnson. Johnson working against Tobias Harris. At the top of the key, off to Okonkwo. Okonkwo back over to Walker. Walker bothered by Jenkins. Drives inside the paint here looking for the open man here. Finds a cutting Daniels. Daniels just kind of throws it out of bounds here. It's a turnover from the Atlanta Hawks, and the Pistons are getting ready to get back in the swing of things here. Let me know who's here in the chat, guys. Welcome to the party, folks. If this is your first time here, welcome. Hit the like button, subscribe if you guys are new, and we are all squared away for some action tonight on the stream, man. What's going on, Wesley? How you doing, buddy? Jenkins on the right wing here, working against Daniels. Down low to Jalen Duren against Okonkwo, trying to back him down one-on-one. Turnaround hook shot is good inside the paint for Jalen Duren. 4-0 Stones to start this basketball game here. Hawks on the left wing working against Duncan Robinson. Nickeil Alexander-Walker drives inside of the paint here. Right-handed hook shot. It falls 4-2 basketball game. Pistons take a 4-2 lead. Back the other way, here come the Pistons. Tobias Harris has it, working inside the paint here. Kicks it back out to Dennis Jenkins. He tries a 3. He buries it from beyond the arc. 7-2 basketball game. Dennis Jenkins with his first points of the game. CJ McCollum running the fast break here for the Hawks back the other way. Off to Johnson. Johnson working against Tobias Harris. Drives inside here to the paint. Johnson looking for the open man. Bothered by Asar Thompson. Off to CJ McCollum. He tries a triple and he buries it from beyond the arc. 7-5 basketball game. CJ McCollum from deep. 9:45 left to go here in the first quarter. Jenkins with the basketball working against Dyson. Inside here to Jalen Duren. Great pass underneath. Left-handed layup is up and in. 9:33 left to go in the first quarter. Dyson Daniels has it, drives inside here, kicks it back out to the paint. Offside to CJ McCollum. CJ McCollum for another triple, and he knocks it down. CJ McCollum 2 for 2 from beyond the arc to start this first quarter here. Pistons 9, Hawks 8. Dance Jenkins back the other way here, looking for the open man, one-on-one to Tobias Harris against Daniels. Inside here, Tobias turnaround jump shot is pure. He is so good at that. That baseline turnaround jump shot is his bread and butter. Walker, offside here to Johnson. Johnson thought about a three, drives inside here. Shot is no good. Good defense by Duncan Robinson. It's up the floor here to Dance Jenkins. Jenkins, pull up corner three is off the mark. Duren tried to grab the rebound. It's up to Walker. CJ McCollum crosses half court working against Asar Thompson. Off to Walker. He tries a wide open triple and he ties the game 11-all. 8:33 left to go in the first quarter. Duncan Robinson on the left wing here working against Walker. Off to Jalen Duren. Duren at the top of the key against Okonkwo. Working inside here. Ball's poked away. Asar comes up with it now on the right wing. Lobs it up to JD for the slam underneath. Beautiful assist from Asar Thompson to find JD down low. Pistons take a 13-11 lead here. 8:05 left to go in the first quarter. Johnson at the top of the key for the Atlanta Hawks. Nearly poked away by Asar Thompson. CJ McCollum gets it back. Drives inside here. Poked away by the Pistons. Tobias Harris comes up with it. Drives all the way to the rack for the finish and the slam. Tobias Harris takes it himself. 15-11 basketball game. 7:50 left to go in the first quarter. Hawks cross half court looking to set up the offense here. Okonkwo at the top of the key, off to CJ McCollum. He tries his third three of the game, and he buries it. 3 for 3 from beyond the arc for CJ McCollum. He's a career 40% three-point shooter. Very solid veteran. Played on multiple different teams. Got his career started with Damian Lillard in Portland, and he is putting on a clinic right now. Duncan Robinson tries a triple wide open on the top of the key for three, and he hits it. 18-14 basketball game. Duncan Robinson on the box score. Daniels drives inside here, off to Okonkwo. He tries a three, and it is raining threes in the Motor City. Hawks are 5 for 5. Pistons are 2 for 3. 7 threes made in the first quarter so far. Tobias Harris tries a mid-range jump shot. That one falls. 20-17 basketball game. What's going on, Hal? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you as always. 6:50 left to go in the first quarter. Walker drives inside here against Tobias. Floater is good. Both teams are exchanging baskets right now. Nobody can miss in the first quarter. Jenkins drives inside against Daniels. Duren sets the screen, rolls to his left, lobs it up to JD. It's going to be intercepted, though, by the Hawks. Back the other way comes Johnson. Johnson drives inside the paint here, puts up a finger roll layup to take a 1-point lead, and the Pistons take their first timeout of the game. An exciting, explosive first quarter from this Hawks team. Again, this is a very sneaky, good, underrated basketball team that a lot of people thought they were kind of just, clearing house. They got rid of their star franchise player in Trae Young. They traded him to the Wizards. They get CJ McCollum, Corey Kispert, very good three-point shooters, and all of a sudden you got Jalen Johnson, Dyson Daniels coming out of nowhere, and they are taking the Hawks to a comfortable playoff spot right now. They're currently the 6th seed in the Eastern Conference, but again, this is a team for whoever ends up being the 3 seed is going to be a very difficult, tough out for the Atlanta Hawks as the 6th seed here. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the chat, guys. If you guys can also do me a huge favor, like the live stream, subscribe. It's free. It also helps out the shows as well. Appreciate you guys all stopping into the action here. But yeah, what a terrific basketball game between the Pistons and the Lakers the other day. I was watching at the bowling alley, wishing I was on the call, and that one came down to the absolute final shot. Back and forth the whole way. Pistons had like a 15-point lead or so on the Lakers. Lakers come crawling back, put together a deep fourth quarter. hit some crazy shots. Reeves with a go-ahead floater in the paint, and then Jenkins calls his own number, turnaround baseline jumper to take the lead. Lakers miss it back the other way. Hit some clutch, big-time free throws to put the Pistons up by 3. Luka had to put up a Hail Mary, and it was all she wrote. Jalen Duren played terrific defense on Luka Doncic for that final possession as well. So you love to see it, man. Pistons, again, without their superstar Cade Cunningham, there are going to be multiple different ways for how this team operates. I love that JB Bickerstaff is getting other guys involved like Kevin Huerter, Javonte Green, even Chaz Lanier's gotten a couple looks the past couple days. No Isaiah Stewart still, so our defense off the bench is still going to be a little bit lacking until he comes back in a couple days. I think he's supposed to come back on the 28th, I want to say. I think he had a hip injury that he's dealing with, so hopefully he can get back healthy as well. But, yeah, Hawks take a 1-point lead. We're going to commercial break. Pistons take their first time out here. But, yeah, Dennis Jenkins has been absolutely on fire for the Detroit Pistons the past couple games here, and he's rightfully played his way into that 2-year, $8 million deal. And if he can continue to be that way the rest of the season into the postseason, we're going to need him off the bench, especially heading into next year. That's something to definitely look at as well. Tobias and Duren both has 6 points. Asar's got a bucket. Jenkins has 3, and Duncan Robinson has 3. So every single Piston so far in this game has scored the basketball. What's going on, Jimmy? Jimmy's fantastic. Jimmy and I are going to try and do an interview during the Oklahoma City Thunder game on Monday night. Jimmy's actually going to be in attendance for that game. So tune in for that. It's going to be a late night one on the East Coast. I think tip-off's like at 9:30 Eastern time. They're in Oklahoma City, so that'll be fun to do as well. I'm skipping my third game of bowling. I'm going to bowl games 1 and 2, and then the third game I have a work meeting that I had to get back to. I told my bowling friend, so I'm not missing that game. All right, back from commercial break here. Pistons looking to get back in the swing of things. This is going to be a very good basketball game. The Hawks are a very solid team. Jalen Duren at the top of the key here, off the Dennis Jenkins, working against Daniels. Inside slam for Jalen Duren is off the backboard. He looked like he was trying to throw it down. He misses the dunk. Hawks get it back the other way here. Off to Daniels. He tries a 3, airballs it, boarded by Tobias Harris. Off to Duncan Robinson. Robinson on the left wing here looking to set something up, back off to Tobias Harris. Asar Thompson now catches it off to Dennis Jenkins. Back to Asar inside of Jalen Duren. Reverse layup is good. Pistons take a 1-point lead. What's going on, Colin? How you doing? Welcome to the show. 5:45 left to play in the first quarter. Pistons 22, Hawks 21. Hawks with a couple substitutions in this game here. Right now on the floor, you got Zachary Risakar, however you say it, and Gabe Vincent on the floor here for the Hawks. Hawks drive inside here. Great find from Daniels for a left-handed layup, 23-22 basketball game. Asar Thompson working the basketball away here, stolen away by Gabe Vincent. Vincent back the other way here. Jenkins pickpockets him. He's going to call for a reach-in foul. It's going to be Hawks basketball out of bounds. Zachary Risache? Is that how you say it? I don't know how you say his last name. I think he was wasn't he the former number 1 overall pick? Zachary Risachar? I got to learn how to pronounce his name. Hawks 23, Pistons 22. Yeah, Tigers opening day tomorrow. Scooble on the mound, looking forward to that as well. 5:15 left to play in the first quarter. Hawks 23, Pistons 22. Like the live stream, subscribe if you guys are new. Appreciate you guys will stopping in. Like I said, Pistons have the Pelicans tomorrow, and then they got the Timberwolves on Saturday. So a good slate of basketball games coming up here. Jalen Johnson, top of the key here, off to Okonkwo. He tries a wide-open 3. He knocks it down. 26-22 basketball game. Great shot from Okonkwo. He's got 6 points so far. Karis LeVert steps into the game here for the Pistons. At the top of the key, working against Johnson. Off to Dennis Jenkins. Jenkins drives baseline here, looking for the jump shot. He draws the foul on Zachary, and it's going to be going to the free throw line. Great job by Jenkins. Who do you have tonight, OKC or Boston? Wow, that's a tough call. Give me the reigning champs. I'll say OKC. 4:51 left to play in the first quarter. Now, Jenkins, when he's been a starter, he's averaged 16 points and 7 assists. So he's been playing very well as a starter. Now, normally, like I said, he's the backup point guard for the Pistons because Cade Cunningham's out for probably the rest of the season. We're hoping, fingers crossed, to get him back by the playoffs. But again, that's still kind of up in the air with that situation. But Jenkins has been doing a terrific job as a starter holding down the fort here. Jenkins missed the first free throw. Second free throw on the way here for Dance Jenkins to get it a three-point basketball game. Knocks it down. Hawks 26, Pistons 23. On a Wednesday night in the Motor City. Johnson working his way here to Daniels. Gives it back to Johnson. Thought about a three. Drives inside here. Johnson turnaround shot is off the mark here. Hawks board it and put it back up and in by Daniels. 28-23 basketball game. Hawks take a 5-point lead. Karis LeVert, top of the key here, working against Zachary, off to Tobias Harris. Tobias gets a screen set by Paul Reed, rolls off it, turnaround shot is off the mark, boarded by the Hawks. Back the other way, here comes Daniels. Daniels drives inside here, floater is off the mark. It's going to be a foul underneath here by Karis LeVert. Another substitution, they got Landale on the floor here for the Hawks as well. They're going to call out Paul Reed. Who's the point guard for Atlanta now? It's kind of a combination, right? They got like Zachary Risachar. They got McCollum running the point somewhat, and they got Jalen Johnson, who's kind of a point forward for them. So a lot of different guys they can go to. Johnson at the top of the key here. Pull-up jump shot over Tobias is no good. Boarded by the Hawks. Inside here to Johnson again. Johnson loses it out of bounds here. It's going to be Pistons basketball. Kevin Huerter has also checked into the game here for the Pistons. So on the floor right now for the Stones, you got Jenkins, Paul Reed, Holland, Karis LeVert, and Kevin Huerter. Interesting lineup here. Paul Reed, top of the key here, working against the Hawks at the top of the key, looking for the open man off the Dance Jenkins. Jenkins drives against Walker inside the paint here, kicks it back out to Karis LeVert. They're going to call an over and back violation, though it's going to be a turnover from the Pistons, and the Hawks are going to get it back out of bounds. 3:47 left to play in the first quarter here. Tobias Harris steps out. Holland checks into the game. Like the live stream, subscribe if you guys are new. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the action. This is going to be a very good basketball game. Again, we got it against the Lakers on Monday night. The Hawks are a playoff team. They're the 6th seed right now, and they got a lot of scorers on their team. Vincent at the top of the key here. Kicks it back off to Johnson. Johnson working against Ron Holland on the left wing here. Hawks set the screen. Pistons double team them. Trap them. They're going to force a jump ball here. It's going to be Paul Reed versus Jalen Johnson. Good defense from Jenkins and Paul Reed to set the trap on the side there. So it's going to be a jump ball. Hawks 28, Pistons 23. Pistons have the Pelicans tomorrow for a back-to-back, and then they got the Timberwolves on Saturday. I'll be doing all of those games as well. Jalen Johnson, 6'8", Paul Reed, 6'9". So Paul Reed does have a slight advantage here. Paul Reed does win the tip, and it's controlled by Ron Holland off to Karis LeVert. LeVert at the top of the key here, working against Walker. Paul Reed sets the screen. LeVert goes to his left, looking at Paul Reed inside here. Paul Reed has it, puts up a shot off the window, and it falls down. Hawks 28, Pistons 25. 3:19 left to play in the first quarter. Walker pulls up from three beyond the arc. It is pure. What a shot from Walker. 31-25 basketball game. 3:09 left to go in the first quarter. Karis LeVert has it. Paul Reed sets the screen on the right wing here. He drives inside. Shot is no good. Pistons try to grab the rebound. It's controlled by the Hawks, though. Johnson up to Zachary. Zachary throws it down over Dennis Jenkins with authority. What a show from Zachary on the fast break there. 33-25. Pinballed around here, stolen away by the Hawks. In transition goes Vincent. Vincent pulls up from three. That's off the mark. It is boarded by Dance Jenkins. Now they're going to call a foul on the Hawks on the rebound. It's going to be Pistons basketball. This Hawks team can play, man. Pistons 25, Hawks 33. Pistons down by 8. We got another timeout. And we're going to see if the Pistons can come back in this one here. Hawks take their first time out of the game as we got another commercial break. Atlanta Hawks shooting very well from the three-point line right now. They're 70% from the three-point line. They're 7 for 10. Pistons are 2 for 3. So, you got all of your starters have scored so far. Tobias is 6. Duncan's got 3. Duran with 8, Asar with 2, Jenkins with 4, and then Paul Reed with 2, and you're just getting in now Herter, LeVert, and Holland. I'm glad that Herter's been able to score the basketball. You know, we didn't really know what was going to happen after that Jaden Ivey trade. It took him about a month and a half or so to fully get acclimated into this offense, which is totally understandable. Again, prayers out to Jaden Ivey. Hopefully he can get back healthy soon. But yeah, I mean, Herter can shoot threes. He can spread the floor. He can play defense, which is great, and that's going to be critical come postseason time. So when you got a guy like Dennis Jenkins who's been playing the way he has the last several games without Cade Cunningham, it's like, you know, give me a shooter on the floor that can run the second unit alongside Dennis Jenkins as well. What's up, Danger? How you doing? Appreciate you stopping in. Welcome to the stream. Hawks 33, Pistons 25. 2:38 left to play here in the first quarter. This is the fourth meeting between these two teams. The Pistons are leading the series right now 3-0. They took care of business November 18th, 120-112. Then December 1st, they won by 1. That was in Detroit. And then they clobbered them game 3, December 12th, and you got the fourth meeting tonight. So Hawks, again, very good sneaky team. They've played terrific basketball for the month of March so far. They're 40-32, about 8 games over 500 right now. And again, this is a team that you do not want to face come playoffs. If that's a very sneaky 3 versus 6, if that's the way it ends up over the next 10 plus games or so before the playoffs start, Hawks are a very good team. So, not too shabby. What's going on? Alex, Pistons is my team. We respect all the viewers, though, that come in here from opposing fan bases. People call me crazy when I was trying to say Trae Young to make the Hawks a better team. What's up, Naughty? Yeah, I mean, McCollum can shoot. He's a little bit on the older side, but he's a proven veteran in the NBA. You know, again, took the Trailblazers to multiple playoff appearances, multiple different NBA teams for him, and he ended up on the Atlanta Hawks. And again, it seems like every time CJ McCollum plays the Pistons, he absolutely goes off against us. It's like one of his favorite teams to play against throughout his career. So, good to go. Back from commercial break, Pistons down by 8. Looking to get things situated here down the stretch. Thoughts on the Pistons playoff appearances coming up here? Yeah, I mean, hopefully we should be locked in as the number 1 overall seed. We're going to be interesting to see what happens when the play-in tournament happens, when you got the 8, 9, and 10 seeds all battling out for the final 2 spots here. Same with the 7 seed. So we'll see what happens. But again, if Cade is healthy, back, ready to go, great. If he isn't, if he has to miss a playoff series, I think the Pistons can win without him. So he obviously helps the team, but, you know, we need him back as soon as possible, too. Pistons basketball back the other way. 2:30 left to go in the first quarter. Kevin Huerter drives inside here. Floater for Kevin Huerter. It falls. Red Velvet City on the board here for his first basket of the game. 33-27 basketball game. Walker at the top of the key. Hawks with a couple substitutions in here. You got Landale with the basketball right now. Driving inside here goes Kuminga. Off to Zachary for 3. That's off the mark here. It's going to be boarded by the Hawks. Layup it goes and falls for Walker. 35-27 basketball game. A minute 55 left to play in the first quarter. Caris LeVert on the left wing here looking to get it off to Kevin Huerter. He tries a deep 3. Off the mark, no good. Boarded by Zachary. Walker now has it. Crosses half court. Working against Caris LeVert. Switches off to Asar Thompson. Off to Kuminga. Back over to Walker. Hawks looking to set the screen for Walker here. He rolls off it. Asar doing a pretty good job staying in front of him. Now they're going to call a foul against Asar Thompson. It looked like he was fighting through the screen right there. So Asar gets called for the foul. It's going to be Hawks basketball out of bounds. What's going on, Ray Brown? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. 1:31 left to play in the first quarter. CJ McCollum is back on the floor here for the Hawks. Is Thompson back? Asar Thompson, yes. 1:30 left to play in the first quarter here. CJ McCollum at the top of the key working against Ron Holland. Off to Kuminga working against Caris LeVert on the left elbow. Kuminga working inside here. Turnaround shot for Kuminga is off the mark. It's boarded by Jalen Duren. Duren up the floor here to Caris LeVert. Crosses half court working against Walker on the right wing. LeVert has it. Nearly lost it. Gets it back. Finds JD. Duren off to Karis LeVert. Spot up 3 for Karis LeVert is off the mark, boarded by the Hawks. Kuminga has it, leading the way for the Atlanta Hawks, working against Ron Holland. Switches off to CJ McCollum. McCollum kicks it around here to Landale. Kuminga gets it back here, looking to operate for the Hawks down the stretch. Drives inside here, kicks it back out to Walker. Walker working against LeVert. Turnaround shot is good. Tough shot for Walker. 37-27. Hawks take a 10-point lead. 38 seconds left to go in the first quarter here. Asar Thompson has it on the right wing, off to Ron Holland. Finds Kevin Huerter. Huerter, pull-up jump shot for 3 is off the mark, boarded by the Hawks. Here come the Hawks back the other way in transition. Walker, one-on-one against Jalen Duren, loses it. Stolen away by the Pistons. Up the floor goes Ron Holland for the slam. Good defensive play from the Pistons there. Ron Holland gets the dunk. 37-29 basketball game. 12 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Hawks are going to wait for the final shot here. CJ McCollum, bothered by Asar Thompson, nearly poked it away. It goes out of bounds, though. Good defensive play from Asar Thompson. So it's going to be Hawks basketball out of bounds here with 5 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Again, this is going to be a very good basketball game down to the wire. I have a ton of respect for this Hawks team, and Pistons better be ready. 5 seconds left to play in the first quarter here. Kuminga working inside, poked away by the Pistons, off to CJ McCollum. He tries a 3 at the buzzer. It's off the mark, and the Pistons are down by 8 going into the second quarter. Ray coming in with the super chat. My man, thank you so much, Ray, for the $1 super chat. Welcome to the party, my friend. Put your name up on the screen right here, dude. Go Tigers, opening day tomorrow. Let me see if I remember how to do this. Screenshot is this. Yes, perfect. I'll put Ray up on the screen here. Actually, let me heart you. There you go. Gave you a heart. Thanks again, Ray. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, dude. Give me 1 second, guys, and then I'll answer your guys' questions here. All right, let's see. Let's put Ray up on the screen. Ray, thank you for the super chat, my friend. Appreciate you, buddy. So we're in a commercial break. Again, the Hawks came to play. They're going to be a playoff team. They got Jalen Johnson, who's an all-star. Dyson Daniels is a very good player as well for them. CJ McCollum can shoot the lights out for them. A very good veteran on this team for them. And Pistons, like I said, they better be ready to go here. Thanks again, Ray. Appreciate you, buddy. All right, Ray in the house. Just wanted to say I watched you a lot as a kid. I appreciate all the good memories. I'll be at the game tomorrow. Go Pistons. That's awesome, Ray. Thank you so much for the support, dude. Appreciate you, buddy. That's awesome. Thank you for tuning in. I'm glad you found my my streams. That's awesome. So if you have any questions, let me know in the chat, guys. Who went off for the Lakers? Dennis Jenkins had a career high. He had, like, I think over 30 points, the most he's ever had. A couple huge shots at the end of the game there, made some clutch free throws. I think Duren had a monster game. But yeah, and I saw something crazy. I think it was LeBron has been scoreless only 3 times in his NBA career at the half. And the Pistons were one of those 3 games. He's never had a game at the half where he didn't score at least 1 point. It's only happened 3 times ever, and the Pistons shut down Luka and LeBron in the first half. I think it was like 7 of 20 from the field. So that's really good. And Asar Thompson gave LeBron and Luka problems in that game the other day. So very good sign here. We're in a commercial break. What's going on, Beatty? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome to the show, folks. Yeah, the Hawks are currently 6th in the Eastern Conference. Again, even Nickeil Alexander-Walker, very solid player for the Hawks. He's perfect from the field right now. He's 6 for 6. I don't think he's come out off the floor yet. Kuminga, another young player, that was working out well with the Warriors. They traded him to the Hawks. Hawks are building something interesting. They didn't want to deal with the whole Trae Young situation. They wanted to just get rid of him off the books, start fresh. They got Corey Kispert and McCollum out of that deal. So I think it's a win-win trade all around. And like I said, sometimes, if a player isn't working for the team, it doesn't have to be just, he can be a good player, but if it's all about the fit of the team. You got to have guys play their role. It's 5-on-5. You got to have defense and offense and shooting and the whole 9 yards. So if it doesn't work out, you can always move on. So that's what the Hawks did. 37-29 basketball game. The funny part is the Hawks originally drafted Luka Doncic, and then they traded him to the Mavericks. If you guys remember that in that draft, the Hawks actually took Luka, and the Mavericks drafted Trae Young, but then they switched them at the very last second after they drafted them. So we're back from commercial break. Hawks 37, Pistons 29. Dance Jenkins crosses half court, working against Dyson at the top of the key. Paul Reed sets the screen, goes to his left in the paint here, off to Paul Reed. Paul Reed has it, working down low here inside the paint. Left-handed hook shot is off the mark, boarded by the Hawks. Daniels has it, crosses half court, working against Ron Holland. Off to Corey Kispert. He tries a three. That is off the mark, boarded by Ron Holland. Holland running the floor here, crosses half court for the Pistons. On the left wing goes Paul Reed. Paul Reed, pull-up jump shot for Paul Reed's off the mark, boarded by Corey Kispert. Off to CJ McCollum. McCollum crosses half court, working against Kevin Huerter. McCollum drives inside here. Pass is out of bounds. Good defense from Kevin Huerter. It just was airborne out of bounds from McCollum. Bad pass. So Huerter creating a turnover. You love to see it. Huerter's defense is underrated. A lot of people don't really realize that. Huerter's a big dude. 37-29 basketball game. Kevin Huerter catches it on the right wing here. Drives baseline. Inside to Paul Reed for the slam. Beautiful bounce pass down low to Paul Reed. He puts it up and in. 10:55 left to play in the first half here. Hawks drive inside the paint, off to Corey Kispert, working against Javonte Green, off to Londale. He tries a triple. That's off the mark. Out of bounds, Pistons basketball. 37-31 basketball game. Great pass inside from Huerter on the last possession to find Paul Reed down low. Kevin Huerter, I think he's at least 6'6". Let me see here. Yeah, he's 6'6", so he can. He's got a little bit of a wingspan to him. 10:34 left to play in the first half. Hawks get it back here, stolen away by Red Velvet. Velvet driving inside here, all the way to the rack, puts it up and in. Red Velvet all day long to the rim. 37-33 basketball game. 10:15 left to play in the first half here. Hawks get it inside, off to Kispert. Kispert tries a three, knocks it down. 40-33 basketball game. Hawks take a 7-point lead. Holland has it, drives inside here, off to Paul Reed. Paul Reed gets it off to Javonte Green. He tries a triple. It's in and out, no good. Holland tried to chase down the rebound. Now they're going to say it was off his foot. It's going to be Hawks basketball. Yeah, definitely prayers up to Cade Cunningham. Hopefully he can get back healthy soon. 40-33 basketball game. CJ McCollum on the top of the key here, working against Dance Jenkins. Kuminga sets a screen, off to Corey Kispert. Kispert on the right wing, working against Ron Holland. Kispert drives baseline, working inside here. They're going to call a foul underneath against the Pistons. 9:40 left to go in the first half. Will the over hit? Well, it's been a very high first half so far, especially in the first quarter. There was, I think 8 threes hit in the first quarter between two teams. Look, they're going to get Paul Reed on the reach and foul down low. Hawks 40, Pistons 33, Hawks basketball out of bounds. Like the live stream, subscribe if you guys are new. Appreciate you guys will stopping in. Daniels drives inside the paint here, kicks it back out to Kuminga. He tries a three, way off the mark, boarded by Dance Jenkins. Jenkins tried to get it up the floor here, intercepted by McCollum. McCollum finds Daniels, back to McCollum. He tries a wide open triple for CJ, off the mark. Pinballs around to Kispert. Down low here, another second chance opportunity. Kispert has it, drives inside here, goes to the rack, and draws the foul, and Corey Kispert's going to go to the free throw line. Second chance opportunities, lack of defensive rebounds has been the Pistons' kryptonite this season. I don't mind if they miss the shot. It's the second chance opportunities and the turnovers is what absolutely destroys you during these close games down the stretch. Paul Reed, that's his third personal foul in the first half, which is a little bit concerning. Kispert misses the first free throw here. Hawks 40, Pistons 33, 9:13 left to play in the first half. How are the other Claw Machine guys doing? They're doing pretty good. We're actually going to go filming on Friday. So Trevor, Claw Craziness, if you remember who he is, my friend Blake, so we're going to go to round one on Friday. 9:13 left to play in the first half here. Kispert misses both free throws, so Pistons got a break from that one. Up the floor, here come the Pistons. Pistons looking to score here. Dance Jenkins at the top of the key working against Daniels. One-on-one here off of Jalen Duren. Duren backdoor find Javonte Green. He catches it inside the paint here against Kuminga. Layup is no good, boarded by the Hawks. McCollum has it off to Kuminga. Kuminga running the floor here against Kevin Huerter. Drives baseline here, kicks it back out to McCollum, left wide open for three. It is off the mark. Pistons grab the rebound off the Javonte Green. JD running the floor here at the top of the key, looking to set up the offense. Duren behind the back pass inside to Jenkins. He draws the foul, and Jenkins is going to go to the free throw line. Great pass from Duren. That was kind of a whip through pass from at the top of the key. Usually it's the other way around, where Jenkins is finding Duren in the paint. It was the other way around here, so Jenkins is going to shoot these free throws. Heck yeah. 40-33 basketball game. Jenkins, 8 points, 3 assists. That's what he's been averaging as a backup. But again, when he started, he's usually averaging 17 points a game. Jenkins' free throw is up and in. Pistons back to within 6. 8:32 left to play in the first half here. Again, cannot wait until the postseason starts. It's going to be absolutely electric. I'm going to be doing every single Pistons playoff game this postseason. And hopefully we can have Pistons games in June, which would mean we'd make the NBA Finals. Still a long way to go, but anything can happen, and the Pistons are having a historic season. Jenkins' second free throw is off the mark. Hawks grab it. Daniels at the top of the key here, working against Jenkins on the right wing here, off to Johnson. Johnson drives inside off to Kuminga. Kuminga, backdoor find here to Johnson. Johnson has it, trying to back down Javonte Green. Turnaround shot for Johnson is good. What a shot for Jalen Johnson. 42-34 basketball game. What's going on? Mikhail, is that how you say it? 8:02 left to play in the first half. JD, top of the key here, drives inside, draws the foul underneath here. I think they're going to get Londale for that, so it's going to be on the floor here for the Pistons. 42-34 basketball game. Again, without Cade, multiple guys are going to have to step up for the Pistons off the bench here. Again, you got about 10 games left until the playoffs start for the Pistons, so right now, you're just trying to hold on to the number 1 seed. You got about a 4 or 5 game lead on the 2 seed right now, which I think is the Celtics. And, we're going to see who we get as the 8 seed after the play-in tournament's over with. Jenkins, top of the key here, off to Kevin Huerter. Huerter on the right wing, drives baseline inside here, looking underneath to Duren. Duren draws the foul, and Duren's going to go to the free throw line. Hawks 42, Pistons 34. Nice job by Kevin Huerter to find JD underneath here. Duren's going to shoot these free throws. Again, I knew this was going to be a very good basketball game. A lot of fast-paced play from the Hawks. Again, Quinn Snyder is a pretty solid coach throughout his NBA career, and he knows how to coach these guys. Duren knocks down the first free throw. And, looking forward to it. Yeah, Kennard, Porzingis, Trae Young, a lot of guys that were a part of this Hawks team are no longer here. They got Vincent, McCollum, Kispert, Kuminga, Buddy Hield's another guy I haven't even mentioned yet. It's a good player. So a lot of solid vets. Duren knocks it down. Second free throw is good. 42-36 basketball game. All-time favorite Piston? That's a great question. So I love Ben Wallace. I do love Isaiah Thomas, though. I think he's probably my favorite, but Ben Wallace is a close second. 7:34 left to play in the first half here. Kuminga pulls up from 3. He knocks it down. 7:25 left to go here. What's going on, Tim's? 7:22 left to play here in the first half. Jenkins drives to the hoop. It's going to be deflected out of bounds by the Hawks. Pistons down by 9 here with about 7 minutes left to play in the first half. Pistons are going to have to figure out how to get some scoring here. Kevin Huerter looking to inbound here against Corey Kispert. Lobs it up to Dance Jenkins at the top of the key, working against Walker. Goes to his right, looking to set up the offense here. Jenkins has the ball off to Javonte Green. He tries a corner triple, and he knocks it down. Beautiful jump shot for Javonte Green. Grabs the Pistons within 6. 7:02 left to play in the first half here. Johnson catch and shoot jump shot is pure. very good basketball play. He might be one of the most underrated players in the NBA, Jalen Johnson, right now. 47-39 basketball game. Duren inside off to Kevin Huerter. Javonte Green catches it, working inside here. Cross-court pass to Dance Jenkins. He tries a three. That's off the mark, boarded by Kuminga. Kuminga running the floor here for the Hawks. Off to Okonkwo, looking to set up the offense. Backdoor find to Walker. It's going to be poked away by Dance Jenkins. Out of bounds. It's going to be Hawks basketball. Huerter's balling right now. Yeah, we're going to need him to be consistent because we're going to need him from the three-point line. What's up, Thomas? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Isaiah Thomas, too, and as a kid, I like Billups and Rodney Stuckey. Nice. Offense will come when we need some steps. Yeah, it's we got a timeout break right now from the Pistons. We're going to another commercial break. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the chat. You got a combination of the 89 bad boy team with the 04 going to work Pistons team. You got, your Dennis Rodman, which is, I'm not saying skill level. An early Dennis Rodman is Asar Thompson. You got your superstar, Isaiah Thomas, Cade Cunningham. And then you got your gritty players that just don't back down to anybody with Joe Dumars and Bill Laimbeer with, Isaiah Stewart and Jalen Duren. So a lot of interesting things to like about this team, but we're going to have to knock down shots in the playoffs. We're going to have to limit the ball, limit the turnovers, and our defense is going to carry us a long way. So, Cade, we need you back as soon as possible. A collapsed lung, I can't even imagine what that feels like. It's a very rare injury, too, in the NBA. CJ McCollum, who were playing tonight, he actually had that same injury, and I think it took him about 40 days for him to get fully back on the court. So we'll see. Everybody's timetable's different, but Cade's got very solid doctors within his hands and all the best medical staff for him to take care of it. So hopefully to get him back soon. You think the Wings will make the playoffs? I hope so, dude. It's been very brutal to watch this team the past couple weeks. There's 10 games left, 12 games left, and they're a point out right now, so I hope so, but it's a 50-50 chance, I think. Favorite Pistons of all time: Thomas, Grant Hill, Rodman, Ben Wallace, Mr. Big Shot Billups, Cade. Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, it's crazy to think, our franchise was Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond not too long ago, and that experiment kind of worked. They got us to 2 playoff appearances, but then it just kind of all went downhill from there. 28-game losing streak. Everybody was saying sell the team just about 2.5 seasons ago, and now Pistons are the 1 seed. So it's going to be really interesting because when you get to the playoffs, the 1 seed is great, but the 8 seed is dangerous because they got nothing to lose, right? They're going into it as, all right, we're going to give you our best shot. You got all the pressure right now. So, yeah, if I'm the Pistons, I'm going to be pretty upset if we get eliminated in the first round. You better at least go to game 7 of the second round, so we'll see what happens, but Jalen Duren, an all-star, huge improvement. He's going to get a solid max contract this offseason. He's one of the best centers in the NBA, if not the best center in the Eastern Conference, alongside Bam Adebayo, and Karl Anthony Towns. So, we'll see. 47-39 basketball game because Duren is close to averaging. I think he's averaging 18 a game right now. So, and the big question mark was, could he play well without Cade? And he's proven that he can play well without Cade, which is great because if Cade's on the floor, he thrives. If he's off the floor, he's still pretty good. Yeah, all that you can hope for is just health from this team. Hawks missed the shot. We're back from commercial break. Pistons get it back here. 6:25 left to play in the first half here. Duren at the top of the key, working against Okonkwo. It's going to be poked away by Jonathan Kuminga. Kuminga drives inside here and slams it down. Back to a 10-point game. Pistons basketball, top of the key here off the Tobias Harris. Tobias working inside here, working against the Atlanta Hawks. He nearly lost it. Off to Asar Thompson. Asar has it at the top of the key, off to Jalen Duren. Duren looking for the open man here. Gives it off to Duncan Robinson. Backdoor find to Jalen Duren. Off to Karis LeVert. LeVert has it. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Inside here. It's going to be poked away out of bounds. Turnover. And the Hawks get it back. Hawks 49, Pistons 39, 5:50 left to play in the first half here. I think the Pistons were like a 2-point favorite in this game. We could use bench scoring. We have a tough roster. We need of like a Vinny Johnson type player. Yeah, Asar Thompson I love. He's amazing. I just wish he could add like 10, 12 points a game to his arsenal. That would be great. He's still working on his jump shot, but he's on the team for defense, so we'll see. 5:37 left to play here in the first half. You're going to get free throws out of Corey Kispert here. Pistons fouled Kispert underneath here. So Kispert has an opportunity to give the Hawks a 12-point lead here over the Pistons. 5:37 left to go. Kispert, free throw on the way, is up and in. 50-39 basketball game. Like the live stream, subscribe if you guys are new. Appreciate you guys will stopping in. Welcome to the action. Kispert, second free throw coming. It is on its way, and it is up and in. 12-point basketball game. Pistons have got to find somebody who they can score. And Karis LeVert, I'm looking at you, and I need you to do something. He had a pretty good game against the Lakers the other day. 5:30 left to play in the first half. Goes to his right. Karis LeVert, wide open for three. Way off the mark. Absolutely airballs it. Karis LeVert, I need you to knock that down, sir. Oh, man. 5:24 left to go in the first half. Pistons down 12. Hawks looking to inbound here. A couple substitutions. Daniels and McCollum check back into the game for Atlanta. Long way to go still, but Pistons need to find a way to add some scoring right now. Johnson crosses half court for the Hawks, looking to set up the offense. 5:15 left to go in the first half here. Johnson drives inside here, cross-court pass to Okonkwo. He tries a three. He knocks it down. 15-point lead for the Atlanta Hawks. 54-39. Asar Thompson on the right wing working against CJ McCollum. Bad pass stolen away by the Hawks. Dyson up the floor here to slam it down. Dyson Daniels does his thing, and JB Bickerstaff says, I've seen enough. The Atlanta Hawks go on an 11-0 run. Not good for the Pistons. 56-39, Pistons are down 17 points here with about 4:55 left to play in the first half here. Again, careless turnovers, sloppy play, not really getting the best shot selection down the stretch, and we're going to need this team to, again, figure out a way to find some scoring here. Again, like I said, coming into this game, the Hawks are a very solid basketball team. Get LeVert out of the game. I would seriously give it to Kevin Huerter. I don't know why JB Bickerstaff loves Karis LeVert. It's such a problem because Pistons paid him in the offseason. And it's awkward because it's like you pay him so much money and you're like, all right, Karis LeVert, can you maybe be a shade of what you were with the Brooklyn Nets and maybe get us 9 to 10 points off the bench? And he comes into the game and he airballs threes. It's like, what are we doing here? What's up, Eric? Not looking good. Turnovers and the Hawks hitting threes like crazy. Right, exactly. It's like a combination of both. I don't even know what the Hawks are right now. They're shooting like close to 70%, I think. Yeah, 50% from three. They're 10 of 20 right now. Pistons are 3 of 11 from the three-point line. So not ideal right there. Every Piston has scored in this game except for Karis LeVert. So, again, if you're looking at these starters right now, you're going to have to count on Duren, Tobias. Duncan Robinson's going to have to consistently shoot threes. He's only shot 1 3 tonight so far. And then Jenkins, he's going to have to be our workhorse. I mean, he's your point guard while Cade is out, and Jenkins has got to get on his high horse here. Yeah, Huerter should definitely play way more over Karis LeVert. 1,000% agree with that. Not really going to get too concerned if we lose tonight to the Hawks, but again, you're trying to kind of build momentum here, coming off that win against the Lakers the other day. So, but yeah, the Hawks are just shooting the lights out right now from the floor. Yeah, they are. Yeah, 60% from the field. Pistons are 50%. But yeah, the threes are just raining for the Hawks right now. They got a very good basketball team. You got shooters all over the floor. Yeah, like basically their entire starting five can hit threes for the Hawks. Pistons down 17. We're back from a commercial break. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the chat, guys. Welcome to the party. Hawks 56, Pistons 39. Again, this team's going to still have to continue to figure out a way to succeed without Cade right now. So if you're the Pistons, to try to get this down to 10 before the half and go from there. Pistons basketball back the other way. Hawks 56, Pistons 39. Tobias Harris catches it at the top of the key off the Dennis Jenkins, working against Dyson Daniels. Off to Tobias. Tobias trying to back down Jalen Johnson here. Tobias turnaround shot is off the mark. They're going to call a loose ball foul on the Hawks against Asar Thompson, so it's going to stay on the floor here. What's going on, EMCE? Hawks 56, Pistons 39. 4:35 left to go in the first half here. Tobias gets the inbound pass, working against Johnson, off to Duncan Robinson. Spot up, jump shot for Duncan is good. That's a big-time three for Duncan Robinson. He's 2 for 2, 56-42. 4:23 left to play here in the first half. Johnson at the top of the key, working against Tobias Harris. Drives inside here. Johnson's shot off the window is no good. He gets the foul, and he's going to go to the free throw line, I think. Pistons are now in the bonus, too. So you got 4 minutes left. So if I'm the Pistons, I would just continue to attack the basket. Dunkin' Donuts. Johnson's got 6 points, 5 assists so far. Again, back from the injury, his first game back. Johnson, first free throw on the way here is good. 57-42 basketball game. Uncle Dunk needs to hit some threes for sure. All right. Yeah, Jalen Johnson is going to be a really good basketball player for many years to come. 58-42 basketball game. Both teams now in the bonus. 4:10 left to play in the first half here. Asar Thompson at the top of the key, off to Duncan Robinson. Duncan tries another three from beyond the arc, off the mark, boarded by Johnson. Hawks get it back here against Jenkins. Finds inside to Okonkwo. He puts up a nice layup. It's back to an 18-point deficit. 3:53 left to play in the first half here. Off to Tobias Harris, working against the Hawks. Goes to his right, looking for the open man here off the Duncan Robinson. Duncan finds Asar Thompson. Asar post up inside hook shot is good. Good to see Asar Thompson going to the rack. 60-44 basketball game. 3:35 left to go in the first half. Johnson drives inside, turnaround shot over. Tobias Harris is pure. What a deadly jump shot for Jalen Johnson. That is really good defense from Tobias. Better offense from the Hawks right there. Duren has it, trying to get to Duncan Robinson. Top of the key here. Duncan has it off the Dennis Jenkins. Finds Duren down low here. Left-handed layup is good for Duren. 62-46 basketball game. 3:05 left to go in the first half. Duren's got 12 points. Hawks put up a jump shot. They're going to call an offensive foul on Okonkwo. He knocked over Duncan Robinson. They might challenge this, though. Okonkwo working against Duncan. Duncan draws the charge. And as long as this doesn't get overturned, it's going to be Pistons basketball. Let's see what they do. Yeah, it's going to be Pistons basketball. No challenge. So good defense from Duncan. Jalen Duren has it off the Dennis Jenkins. Drives inside to Asar Thompson for the layup. 62-48 basketball game. Hawks up by 14. 2:45 left to go in the first half here. Again, both teams are in the bonus. Jalen Johnson drives inside here against Tobias, goes to the rim. Shot is no good. Boarded by Dyson. Cross-court pass to Okonkwo for 3. That's off the mark. Duncan Robinson tries to grab the board. He does. Off the Jalen Duren. Cross-court pass to Dennis Jenkins the other way here. Jenkins inside off to Duncan Robinson. Back to Jenkins off to Jalen Duren. Duren working against Okonkwo. Back to Duncan Robinson. Nearly thought about a 3. Gets it back here from Duren. He now tries a 3. Pistons wanted a foul. They're not going to get it. I'd be rightfully upset, too. Looked like he got hacked on the 3-point attempt. Hawks drive inside here. Blocked by Jalen Duren. Asar Thompson comes up with it. Asar looking to run the fast break here for the Pistons down the stretch. Asar has it. Inside here, working against Jalen Johnson. Reverse layup is good from Asar Thompson. What a drive from Asar. 62-50 basketball game. 1:48 left to go in the first half here. Hawks on the right wing have it. Okonkwo backdoor find of Jalen Johnson for the slam. Beautiful cut from Jalen Johnson. Terrific find from Okonkwo. 1:34 left to go in the first half here. Pistons down by 14 until we hit the halftime break. Asar Thompson looking to inbound here. That was a beautiful backdoor find from Okonkwo to Jalen Johnson. Pistons basketball back the other way, down 14 here. 1:29 left to go in the first half. Jalen Duren looking to get it to Dennis Jenkins. It's out of bounds, though. It's going to be a turnover for the Pistons. Hawks get it back the other way. 1:25 left to play in the first half here. Atlanta Hawks have it, working to run the floor here. CJ McCollum has it, working inside here. Mid-range jump shot for CJ is good. 66-50 basketball game. Dennis Jenkins crosses half court, working against the Hawks defense. Again, another bad pass, another turnover. Hawks come up with it. Back the other way here goes Johnson off to CJ McCollum. McCollum back over to Johnson, left wide open for three. He buries it. 69-50 basketball game. Hawks are shooting the lights out from beyond the arc right now. They are 50% from three in the first half. 55 seconds left to play in the first half here. Tobias Harris drives inside here. Mid-range jump shot for Tobias. It falls. 69-52 basketball game. Pistons need a couple stops here. CJ McCollum on the right wing working against Tobias Harris. Drives baseline off to Okonkwo. He tries a three. That's off the mark. But Jalen Johnson's there for the second chance points. Nobody boxes out Jalen Johnson. 71-52, Pistons down by 19 in the first half. Asar Thompson at the top of the key, drives inside, mid-range jump shot is off the mark, boarded by Jalen Johnson. Cross-court pass off the floor here to Dyson for the nice, easy layup. Pistons are down 21 points in the first half to the Atlanta Hawks. 20 seconds left to go in the first half here. Pistons are waiting for the final shot. Dennis Jenkins, top of the key. Hawks on another 11-2 run here in the last minute and a half. Duren looking to set the screen. Jenkins drives inside, back over to Duncan Robinson. Left wide open for three. Duncan rattles it home. Big shot for Duncan Robinson. 73-55, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Hawks have to get a shot up at the buzzer off the window. Is no good. And the Pistons are down 18 going into the halftime break. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the chat. I will see you all right here after the halftime break. Yeah, turnovers and missed opportunities. It's second chance points, too. Second chance points will absolutely kill any team's momentum. You have to box out third grade basketball, and the Pistons can't seem to do that. Like the live stream, subscribe if you guys are new. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the action. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the chat here, guys. I'll be chilling until the third quarter starts. Thanks again to Ray for the super chat earlier. Appreciate you again, Ray. What's up, 1 point? Yeah, Hawks are a good team. Pistons are down 18. They had an opportunity. I mean, they cut it down to 12. And then Hawks just went on an absolute tear. I mean, 50% from the three-point line will do that to you while you're shooting 33%. Jalen Johnson's got 17. Okonkwo's got 11. McCollum's got 11. Nickeil Alexander-Walker's got 14. Yeah, I mean, when you only have one guy in double digits for the Pistons, Jalen Duren, while the others have 4 guys in double digits, that's a problem. Pistons, Spartans, Wolverines on the Big Ten. Yep. Yeah, wouldn't it be crazy if we got a Michigan State national championship game? How insane would that be? If that happens, I am 1000% calling that game. That would be crazy. Hawks 73, Pistons 55. Pistons have got to figure out a way to generate some offense to start the second half here. Just in case you put some on it. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, like, if Michigan can get by Bama, then they play. Sorry, and then they play Bama, and then they play the winner of oh gosh, what's that? Who plays Iowa State? I forgot who plays Iowa State in the Sweet 16. But yeah, it'll be a good game. Is it Tennessee? I think it's Tennessee. We're gonna be okay. Defense will pick up, and the Hawks shooting will go down. I hope so. We're gonna need it, Thomas. Definitely gonna need it. But yeah, like I said, the Hawks, sneaky, sneaky, sneaky playoff team. That's a team that if I end up as a 3 seed, like if I'm the Knicks or the Celtics, if I get the Hawks 3 versus 6, that is no gimme matchup at all. It is Tennessee. Okay, yeah. So yeah, it'd be Spartans, UConn, and they St. John's, Duke, and then it's Michigan, Iowa State, Tennessee, Alabama, and then they go to the Final Four. Yeah, that would be insane. It's possible. Definitely possible. Yeah, again, CJ McCollum, I swear, every time he plays the Pistons, he goes nuclear. Like every single time we face him, it seems like he always puts on a show. When the when he was on the Wizards, when they went down like the final shot and Jenkins sent it to overtime, this was way early in the season. Yeah, McCollum I think had like 30, 35 that night. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, Iowa, Nebraska. Yeah, you got a really good Sweet 16 this year. Not many upsets, but a lot of very good teams in the Sweet 16. Can't stand fair weather fans that the teams get down on the team after a loss. I've been a fan since Isaiah Thomas all the way to Isaiah Stewart. This team feels like championship teams in the past. Yeah, and I think it's like the hardest part is like this is how the Lions were for so many years, right? Like they sucked forever and then they finally became good once they hired Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell. And then once you get over that threshold where you don't suck anymore, then the expectations completely change. So yeah, it's like I think people forget it's a marathon, not a sprint. And even like the teams that are going to win the finals this year, they're going to lose as well, even in the playoffs. So you can't go 82 and 0. You're going to have, your down games. But again, there's also still plenty of time left too. We'll take our anger out on the Pelicans tomorrow. What's up, Frank? Pelicans could be an interesting team too. Zion, the last time the Pistons played the Pelicans, Zion left the game early, so he should be healthy tomorrow. They got some playmakers on the Pelicans as well, so that should be an interesting game tomorrow. But yeah, looking forward to this team come playoff time. It's going to be awesome. Again, I'm really curious to see who ends up with the 8 seed. Brad and Dan beefing over draft philosophy. Yeah. I do like the Lions getting Pacheco though. That was a good signing. I think I'm gonna miss Montgomery, but I think Pacheco was a good signing. Yeah, Dan Campbell was hired first, and then Sheila got Brad Holmes. What's up, Bill? How you doing? Yeah, I don't even know what's the live spread right now. Pistons are a 12.5 point dog right now. Man, that's interesting. Appreciate you guys stopping in, like and subscribe if you guys are new to the stream. Chilling here at the halftime break until the third quarter starts. Like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. I mean, the Pistons blew a 23-point lead against the Nets a couple weeks ago. You're down 18 at the half. Again, with any team in double digit deficits, your goal is to get it to 10. If you can get it down to 10, then it becomes a couple baskets away from really coming back in this game. So, Pistons are going to have to find scoring. And again, I think Jenkins starts with that. You know, Duncan's 2 for 3, I think, from beyond the arc. He's made a couple threes, maybe 3 threes in this game, but you're going to have to need more scoring. Pistons power through the third quarter. That'd be awesome. Yeah, it's a patience game in the NBA, not just the NBA, with sports in general. Hawks are a good team though. You're going to get the Pelicans tomorrow, which we should be able to handle. But again, it is the NBA. And then you got Ant-Man on Saturday with the Timberwolves. But seeing us take down the Lakers a couple days ago, that was a very good win for the Pistons. I mean, the Lakers, you know, they're like the 3 seed in the West right now. You know, anytime you face Luka and LeBron, I mean, that's not an easy task by any means necessary. So, Hawks again, they're just outrunning the floor right now from the Pistons. They've been knocking down threes. I mean, 50% to 28% is a big difference. Pistons dropped 142 on them last time. Suns were down big and then they came back in clutch time only to lose the game. That's so brutal. Mile-long relay races. Yeah, it's limit turnovers. Who can go on the fastest, like 9-0, 8-0, 10-0 runs? You know, who can make a couple threes in a row? 18-point lead is more than like a 10-point lead is. 10-point lead is really nothing in the NBA. I mean, 18's pretty good for the Hawks, but the Pistons are going to have to knock down some shots coming off the stretch here, off the commercial break. Chilling here until the third quarter starts, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. Pistons. So they're what, like 7-1? What are they right now to win the game? 7-1. Yeah, we'll see. Duncan's gonna have to make some more threes. Jenkins is gonna have to make some more threes. Duran's gonna have to take over down low. He's probably gonna have to get us 25 here. You're gonna have scoring off the bench, and Tobias is gonna have to give you probably 15. So, Karis LeVert, though, I'm sorry, JB Bickerstaff has to realize, like, he's just a liability when he's on the floor. Every time I see him, I'm like, I wish him the best, but he just looks sometimes so dysfunctional out there, and he just doesn't fit well with the team. Like half the time he's on the floor, And then you can give another guy like Chaz Lanier some minutes instead, who can maybe develop and grow and learn the system. It's like, but again, it's we paid him in the offseason, so we have to play him. Philosophy. So we can't really let him be on the bench. But yeah, it's a little interesting. Yeah, we definitely need to see Chaz Lanier more. Yeah, Chaz Lanier get some more minutes. Sasser's out right now with an injury. So is Isaiah Stewart. Um, Paul Reed picked up 3 fouls early in the first half, so we're going to need to get him back and scoring again. But missing Isaiah Stewart is an issue. I mean, you saw it last season in the postseason against the Knicks. Hawks is like an NBA game. Start off winning, second quarter mix, third quarter losing streaks, made some moves. Now they're the hot Hawks. Yeah, they've the Joe Johnson Hawks. Yeah, Joe Johnson was a good player for many years. Yeah, if Asar can work on his offensive game, like if he was as good of a scorer as he is a defender, he would just be a menace, like in the NBA. He'd be the next Kawhi 2.0. The only points he can really get though are off of fast break opportunities or like layups underneath off an offensive rebound. He doesn't really have quite the jump shot yet. He's slowly working on it. He's being aggressive though, which is what I like. I think hopefully the jump shot will come in time. But you need somebody else that can score the ball other than Cade. Need more rebounds from Asar. Yeah, definitely 100%. Looks like we're getting back here from the halftime break, guys. Appreciate you guys will stop in and like and subscribe. We're going to see if the Pistons can turn it around here. Again, Pistons down 18. Still plenty of time left. We're going to see if they can get back in the groove of things here. Back from halftime break. Hawks 73, Pistons 55. Like the live stream, subscribe if you guys are new. Again, less than a month away from the postseason. Cannot wait. It's going to be absolutely electric. Hopefully, you guys are all along here with the along for the ride on this weird, wacky journey. First ever year doing this little play-by-play thing. So hopefully, you guys are having fun. 73-55 basketball game to start the third quarter. Pistons basketball. Let's see if they can get an opening bucket here off this possession. Dance Jenkins has it, working against Dyson Daniels, off to Tobias Harris. Over to Jalen Duren. Duren working against Okonkwo at the top of the key. Jenkins now gets it back, working inside to Tobias. Tobias, 5 seconds on the shot clock. On the right wing, finds Duren down low here. Duren has it, is fouled underneath. Good take from Duren underneath, draws the foul. Hawks 73, Pistons 55. Duren's is probably one of the hardest guys to defend in the NBA. One-on-one down low. So that's good from Duren right there. He's going to go to the free throw line. 12 points, 4 boards so far for JD. 73-55. Duren, first free throw on the way here is up and in. 73-56. See if the Pistons can make something happen here. JD back at the free throw line. Second free throw on the way is up and in. 73-57, it's a good start. Now let's see if they can get some stops. CJ McCollum, top of the key, working against Asar Thompson. Off to Okonkwo. Back over to Walker against Jenkins. Walker drives inside, mid-range jump shots off the mark, boarded by Jalen Duren. Jenkins crosses half court, working for another bucket down below here. Jenkins has it off to Duncan Robinson, catch and shoot three for Duncan. He knocks it down. That's a great start for the Pistons, back to a 13-point lead. That's 5 quick points for the Pistons here. Hawks throw it out of bounds off the Pistons. It's going to be Hawks basketball underneath here. Hawks 73, Pistons 60. What's up, Jabari? What's up, Luna? 73-60 basketball game. 11:03 left to play in the third quarter. Pistons looking for another stop here. Off to CJ McCollum. Pistons on an 8-0 run. Inside to Okonkwo. Okonkwo has it, drives, he double dribbled. Another turnover. Here come the Pistons. 10:57 left to play in the third quarter. Hawks 73, Pistons 60. Jenkins crosses half court, top of the key. Tobias Harris sets the screen, goes to his right. Duren helps him out. Off to Tobias Harris. Tobias working against Dyson Daniels. Inside of Jalen Duren at the top of the key. Backdoor find it. Dance Jenkins for the slam. 11-point basketball game just like that. 10:34 left to play in the third quarter. Here come the Hawks. Top of the key goes Dyson Daniels. Off to CJ McCollum working against Asar Thompson. Goes to his right. Switches off to Tobias Harris. Drives inside here. Shot is no good. Boarded by Duncan Robinson. Off to Dance Jenkins. Jenkins has it. Top of the key. Looking to slow things down here. Jenkins finds Duren down low here. Duren's shot is no good. Gets his own rebound. Count the bucket and the foul for JD. Here come the Pistons. 73-64. And now all of a sudden, just like that, you had an 18-point deficit at half. You're down 9. And here comes Jalen Duren to the free throw line. What a play underneath from JD. 73-64. Let's see if JD can make this an 8-point game. Jalen Duren at the free throw line. Free throw on the way for JD is up and in. 8-point basketball game. 10:09 left to play in the third quarter. What a start for the Pistons. Hopefully they can keep this up here. Hawks have it, top of the key, off to Jalen Johnson, working against Tobias Harris. Johnson has it, drives inside here, kick it back out to Okonkwo, who thought about a three, off to Walker. Walker drives, kicks it back out to CJ for three on the right wing, off the mark, boarded by Duncan Robinson. Duncan off to Dance Jenkins on the right wing here. Off to Duncan. Duncan has it, drives inside to Asar Thompson for the layup. It falls. Here come the Pistons. It's back to a 6-point deficit. The Hawks have seen enough. They're taking a timeout, and the Pistons bench is fired up. Pistons were down 18, not even, 5 minutes ago? And the Pistons go on a 15-0 run. Absolutely perfect. You could not have asked for a better start to the second half from the Pistons right there. All started with that 5-point possession from Duncan Robinson, starting us off with a three. You got JD in the mix of things. And here come the Stones. Exactly what you wanted coming right off the halftime break. 73-67, Pistons on a 15-0 run. Down 6, Hawks have to take a timeout. What's up, Super Morty? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Good stuff, man. Like the live stream, subscribe if you guys are new. Appreciate you guys will stopping in. And again, Hawks are a pretty solid team overall. When you can take it from an 18-point lead to a 6-point lead, that's a pretty good sign of things to come for the Pistons. They're going to have to continue to play their defensive game, though, and knock down shots. As long as they don't turn the ball over, like if you can get a good shot off every possession and limit the turnovers, if they just flat out outscore you, it is what it is. Like there's been multiple instances in the first half where like Jalen Johnson just made unbelievable shots, and Tobias and Asar played great defense on him, and it's just sometimes better offense over better defense. But What drives you crazy is like second chance opportunities where the Hawks miss a shot, they can't get a rebound, and then they get the board from the Hawks again. You can't get a defensive rebound, and it's like, all right, well, you had a chance to stop them, you missed a shot, and you give them another second chance. Now, you box out, you play defense, you make shots, and you limit the turnovers, and guess what happens? The engine is starting to brew. Starting to get all cylinders cooking here. Isn't that what a piston does? Isn't a piston a part of the cylinder engine in a car? 7367. In a commercial break here. Like and subscribe if you guys are new to the stream. Let's see if the Pistons can keep this up. Again, Hawks are going to respond off this timeout, and it's a matter of, can you limit these turnovers? There was like several instances where like the Pistons were trying to force a pass backdoor and it was either intercepted or just lazy passes from Jenkins. We're going to see if the Pistons can continue this stretch here. 73-67. Pistons were down by 21 points in this game. All of a sudden they're down 6. Let's see if the Pistons can continue this down the stretch here. Hawks 73, Pistons 67. Firing on all cylinders in the second half so far. Duncan Robinson, Jalen Duren, Dennis Jenkins leading the way, Tobias. Everybody so far is doing pretty good. That and one was huge from JD down low. Duncan, great passes to Asar Thompson, causing timeouts and frustration. Hawks backdoor find here. Layup is no good. Pistons just got a gift right there. Dyson just flat out missed a wide open layup. Asar Thompson back the other way to Tobias Harris. Tobias has it on the right wing. Off to Dennis Jenkins. Jenkins finds Duncan Robinson off the Dennis. Dennis fires from 3 off the mark. It's going to be boarded by Jenkins. Off to Tobias Harris. Down low inside here for the layup. It's a 4-point basketball game. Hawks 73, Pistons 69. 17-0 run from the Pistons here. 8:55 left to play in the third. Hawks outside here to CJ McCollum. McCollum inside of Dyson. Daniels tries to fire off a 3 from Jalen Johnson. Is blocked by Asar Thompson. Walker gets it back. That shot is no good. Asar comes up with the rebound. Here come the Pistons. Asar down low to JD. JD gets fouled. Hawks 73, Pistons 69. 17-0 run from the Pistons. Unbelievable start to this second half. Let's see if they can keep this up here. Pistons basketball. Out of bounds underneath. Inside here to Dennis Jenkins. Jenkins on the left wing here working inside. Mid-range jump shot. Off glass is good. We have a 2-point basketball game. 19-0 run from the Stones. Hawks basketball back the other way. Here comes CJ McCollum. He drives inside. Finally, that is the first shot made from the Hawks in the second half. 75-71 basketball game. Jenkins has it. Top of the key on the left wing. Tobias sets the screen. Jenkins rolls off it. Off to Duncan Robinson. He tries a corner 3. No good. Duren's there for the rebound. Duren, left-handed hook shot is off the mark. I believe he gets fouled, though, underneath. Hawks foul Duren, I think, down low. 75-71 basketball game. I think they're going to get it on Okonkwo. Somebody, JB said something in the locker room. 75-71 basketball game. Jalen Duren's going to go to the free throw line here. Like the live stream, subscribe if you guys are new. Appreciate you guys all stopping in. Hawks 75, Pistons 71. JD looking to get this back to a 2-point game at the free throw line. Duren, first free throw on the way here for JD. It is up and in. 75-72 basketball game. Pistons down by 3. If JB Bickerstaff does not win Coach of the Year, that is an absolute blasphemy, first-degree felony from the NBA. If you take JB Bickerstaff out of the Coach of the Year award, somebody needs to be fired. Who else has a case other than JB Bickerstaff? 8 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Jalen Duren, free throw on the way, is up and in. Back to a 2-point game. Hawks 75, Pistons 73 here. Jalen Johnson crosses half court for the Atlanta Hawks at the top of the key, working against Tobias Harris. Looking to set up the offense here. Dyson Daniels sets the screen, rolls off to him. Inside here goes Johnson. Johnson is fouled underneath by Tobias Harris. 7:44 left to go in the third quarter. Hawks have a 2-point lead. Jalen Johnson's going to go to the free throw line. 7:44 left to go. Like and subscribe if you guys are new to the stream. This is going to be a good game all the way until the finish line. Jalen Johnson, first free throw on the way here for the Hawks. It is in and out. No good. 75-73 basketball game. See if the Pistons can keep this up. Johnson, second free throw on the way to give the Hawks a 3-point lead. Up and in. 76-73. 7:44 left to play in the third quarter. Dance Jenkins, top of the key, working against Dyson Daniels. Off to Duncan Robinson, working against Walker. Jalen Duren catches it off the Dance Jenkins. Jenkins has it, drives inside here. Jenkins to the basket. It falls off the window. Tough Euro step finish from Dance Jenkins. 76-75. 7:15 left to play in the third quarter. Jenkins has got 9 assists, 11 points. Hawks have it on the right wing. Johnson has it against Tobias Harris. Off to Walker. Johnson sets the screen. Walker gives it back to Johnson. Thought about a 3 against Tobias Harris at the top of the key. Drives to his right. Inside here. Shot is off the mark, but it's going to be put back up and in by Dyson underneath. 78-75. 6:52 left to play in the third quarter. Hawks take a 3-point lead. Here come the Pistons back the other way. Jenkins has it top of the key here, working against the Hawks. Offside to Jalen Duren. Duren has it. Looking at Duncan Robinson. Duncan catches it, drives inside here, off to Asar Thompson. Backdoor to Tobias Harris, left wide open for 3. Tobias ties the game. What a shot from Uncle T. 78-78. Tobias Harris ties it at 78 for the Pistons. Hawks back the other way here. Jalen Johnson looking to get it here. It's nearly poked away from Jalen Duren. It's going to be stolen away now by Asar Thompson. Asar inside here. Left-handed layup is good, and the Pistons have the lead, and the Hawks take the time out. LCA is fired up, and everyone is on their feet at Little Caesars Arena. What an unbelievable start to the second half from the Motor City. 80-78 basketball game. The Hawks have to take a timeout. Quinn Snyder doesn't know what to do, and the Hawks are in shambles. What a terrific start to this second half by J.B. Bickerstaff and this Pistons squad. Shot after shot is falling. Hawks can't figure out an offensive game plan, and the Pistons offense has exploded in the second half. You went from one guy having double figures in your scoring in the box score. That was Jalen Duren. He had 19 points. Now you got Tobias with 13, Duncan with 12. Asar randomly out of nowhere has 12 points now. Jenkins has 11. The Pistons starting 5 to start this third quarter has been on an absolute tear in this game. Pistons looking to come back and win this game. Let's see if they can do it. Hawks aren't going to go down easily. Pistons have got to keep this same mentality moving forward. Nick, my man, coming in with the $5 super chat. Absolute legend. What's going on, Nick? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, my man. Great calling on the game, Carson. Thank you so much, Nick. Appreciate it, buddy. Shout out to Nick. Nick was the first ever super chat in the history of the show, guys. Thanks again, Nick, for all the support. Nick is my man. Thank you so much, Nick. Let me put you on the screen here, buddy. 1 second. What a terrific start to this. We got a good game, folks. Oh, don't go anywhere, man. This is going to be a really good one here. Good to go. Thanks again, Nick. Appreciate you, buddy. Nick, along with Ray, thank you guys so much. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the chat, guys. We're in a commercial break. What a freaking start to this second half. The Pistons explode out of nowhere. Absolutely phenomenal. Simply phenomenal. Thanks again, Nick. Appreciate you, buddy. 80-78 basketball game. We're in a commercial break. A lot of time left, but I don't think I've ever seen the Pistons with more motivation coming out of the get-go from the second half all season long. I mean, they started off on like a 15-0 run. Hawks couldn't do anything, and the Pistons just kept making shot after shot after shot. See if we can hold down the fort here. A lot of time left. Pistons have to keep a level head on their shoulders, and this could come down to the final shot of this game. Pistons 80, Hawks 78. Pistons were down 18 at the half, and now they are up 2 with about halfway through in the third quarter here. Pistons 80, Hawks 78. We got a good one, folks. This is going to be a terrific basketball game. Back from commercial break. Pistons up by 2. Pistons are outscoring the Hawks by 20 points in the third quarter right now. Here we go. Hawks basketball back the other way, working against Duncan Robinson down low here. Off to Gabe Vincent, working against Dance Jenkins. Vincent drives inside here. Turnaround shot for Vincent is off the mark. Duncan grabs the rebound. Off to Asar Thompson, crosses half court, working against the Atlanta Hawks. Asar down low to JD. Jalen Duren puts it up and in. 82-78 basketball game. Pistons take a 4-point lead. Asar grabs a foul working against Daniels before he crossed half court here. A little bit too aggressive from Asar right there. Again, Jalen Duren is so hard to guard one-on-one down low there. If you do, you have to foul him. 5:33 left to play in the third quarter. Johnson skip pass here. Off to the Hawks for 3. Knock it down. 82-81 basketball game. Landale knocks it down. 5:22 left to play in the third quarter. Pistons 82, Hawks 81. Jenkins top of the key, off to Asar Thompson. Asar has it working against Gabe Vincent. They're going to call a foul on the floor against the Atlanta Hawks here, away from the basketball. 82-81 basketball game. Just a little bit over 5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Thanks again, Nick and Ray. Appreciate you guys. Everybody watching the show as well. You guys are awesome. 5:13 left to go here. Dance Jenkins is going to go to the free throw line. So it looked like it was a maybe a loose ball foul or a clear path foul. It looked like it was weird. Jenkins got fouled there. So Jenkins is going to go to the free throw line. First free throw on the way for Jenkins is up and in. 83-81 basketball game. Pistons up by 2. Paul Reed checks into the game here for the Pistons. Out goes Jalen Duren. 5:13 left to go here. Let's see if Paul Reed can hold down the fort. Jalen Duren was a big benefactor of that second half here. Jenkins at the free throw line. Second free throw is up and in. 84-81 basketball game. Pistons take a 3-point lead. Duncan Robinson also steps out for a breather as well. Gabe Vincent on the right wing, off to Dyson, working against Jenkins. Goes to his left, drives inside here. Asar blocks it. It's going to be boarded, though, by the Hawks. Off to Zachary. He tries a 3. It's off the mark. No good. Another second chance opportunity from the Hawks. Gabe Vincent has it on the left wing, working against Paul Reed. Vincent, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Tough shot is good. What a shot from Gabe Vincent over Paul Reed. Tie basketball game, 84-84. 4:35 left to go in the third quarter. Tobias Harris has it, off to Red Velvet. Back over to Asar Thompson. Asar has it, looking to drive inside here. Asar looking for the man backdoor, nearly lost it. Off to Tobias Harris. He tries a 3. He buries it. Uncle T, huge 3 from beyond the arc. 87-84 basketball game. Dyson Daniels back the other way, wasted no time, and scores a nice layup down low. 4:05 left to play in the third quarter. Paul Reed on the right wing here, catches it. Working to set up the offense, off to Kevin Huerter. Huerter, catch and shoot for Kevin Huerter is good. Mid-range jump shot for Red Velvet, it falls. 89-86 basketball game. 3:50 left to go in the third quarter. Hawks have it at the top of the key here. Working to set something up here. Daniels has it. Off against Kevin Huerter here. Looking for the open man. Off to Jalen Johnson. Nearly poked away. Gabe Vincent comes up with it. He buries another triple from the corner for Gabe Vincent. 89-89 basketball game. 3:28 left to go in the third quarter. Jenkins drives inside here. Looking at Paul Reed. Paul Reed goes to the rack. Inside shot is no good. Hawks save it up the floor here. They got numbers. Here comes Atlanta. Drives inside Jalen Johnson. It's going to be swatted away by Paul Reed. They're going to call a foul on Zach, and he's going to go to the free throw line. 3:14 left to play in the third quarter. Pistons are in the bonus. Hawks are going to go to the free throw line. Paul Reed got Zachary in the air. And they're going to try and go up by 2 again here. Like the live stream, subscribe if you guys are new. Appreciate you guys will stopping in. 3:14 left to play in the third quarter here. You got free throws coming up here for the Atlanta Hawks. Caleb coming in for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Caleb. Appreciate you, buddy. Caleb is the man. Wesley coming in with the $10 super chat. Holy molasses. We're going to a commercial break, guys. Oh, wait, are we? No, never mind. The cameraman faked me out. They had a transition. I guess we're back here. Wesley and Caleb, thank you so much for the super chats. Appreciate you, buddy. Austin Day, Pistons jersey, a deep cut. 3:14 left to go in the third quarter. Caleb and Wesley, thank you guys so much. Corey Kispert thought about a 3. Gets it back here, working down low inside to Gabe Vincent. Gabe, another 3 from beyond the arc, is off the mark. It's going to be last touch, though, by... They say it's the Pistons, but the ref, I think, made a mistake. It's going to be Hawks basketball. 3:02 left to play in the third quarter. Caleb and Wesley, thank you guys so much for the super chats. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. Caleb with the 5 and Wesley right after with a 10. Thank you guys so much. 3:02 left to play in the third quarter. Hawks get it back here. Finds Walker. Walker working against Jenkins on the left wing here. Drives inside here. Walker off the window is good. 91-89 basketball game. I'll put your guys' name up on the screen in just a second here. 2:49 left to play in the third quarter. Jenkins has it working against Gabe Vincent on the right wing here. Off to Paul Reed. Behind the back pass. Looking to get it to Kevin Huerter. Huerter tries to save it. Fires it over to Ron Holland. Holland with 5 seconds on the shot clock. He drives inside here. Ron Holland goes all the way to the rim. Shot is no good. Boarded by the Hawks. Hawks get it back the other way. Walker crosses half court, working against Kevin Huerter. Pull-up jump shot for Walker is pure. What a shot for Walker. 94-89 basketball game. 5-point lead for the Hawks. Pistons take a timeout. Hawks go on a 8-0 run. We got a heck of a basketball game, folks. Do not go anywhere. 94-89 basketball game. Here come the Hawks. JB Bickerstaff has seen enough. He wants to stop this and try and get back on the right train here. Caleb, thanks again, buddy. Wesley, thank you guys again. Appreciate you guys so much. Give me 1 second here, guys. We're going to a commercial break. Austin Day. That brings back memories. Austin Day was a interesting basketball player. How many years was he on the Pistons? Good Lord. Austin Day. That's a name I forgot about. Austin Day. He was drafted 15th overall by the Pistons in the 2009 NBA draft. And how many years did he play with us? A couple years? Yeah, first-round draft pick. He worked his way all over to... he plays in Taiwan right now. He's 37 years young. Look at that. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate you stopping in. Commercial break underway. Let me get you guys on the screen. Thanks again to Caleb and Wesley. Appreciate you guys. Super Morty, man, coming in with a $6 super chat. Dude, if there was ever a time for me to get my first ever buzzer beater call, I think this is the game to do it. Pistons are going to put together a masterclass here in the fourth quarter. Let's just see if it comes to fruition. 90-49 basketball game. Caleb, Wesley, and Super Morty, man, thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. Oh my gosh, there's so much madness going on right now. I tell you, madness. Pistons basketball back the other way here. See if the Pistons can respond. Dance Jenkins, top of the key here. Goes to his left, working inside here. It's going to be poked away by the Hawks. It's going to be Pistons basketball. Corey Kispert wants him to challenge that. I don't know if you're going to get it, though. Everybody rules. Thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. Welcome to the party, folks. Cannot wait till the playoffs start. Everybody rules. Let me put you guys up on the screen here. I got to get 3 of you guys in. Thank you guys so much. All right, let's see if the Pistons can win this game here. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay. Let's see who last touched this ball. It actually might have gone off of Jenkins. I think the Hawks are going to challenge this here. This might have been off Jenkins. This is super close. It looked like Gabe Vincent poked it away. It looked like it might have gone off of Jenkins' thigh. Let's see if it actually comes through here. So the Hawks are going to challenge this play right now. Hawks went on an 8-0 run. Let's see. So we got Caleb. Austin Day. That's amazing. Thanks again, Caleb. Perfect. We got... Hang on. Let me get everybody on here. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for all the support. What do we got next? We got Wesley. Fantastic. Absolutely incredible. And we got Super Morty Man. In a commercial break right now, guys. Hawks are currently challenging this to see if it was last touched by Jenkins or not. Look at that. You guys are already making it to my scoreboard. You're stacking your way up. You guys ever see that stacker game at the arcade? You got to stack the blocks up. Holy molasses. Come on, Pistons, you came back from 18. I want you guys to win this game. Shout out to the Hawks fans in here, but this would be a really good game for the Pistons to win. Hawks are going to challenge us here. We're back from commercial break. Let's see what the call is. It looks like the Hawks do win this challenge. It was last touched by Dance Jenkins. So it's going to be Hawks basketball back the other way. Appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Gabe Vincent has it on the left wing here working against Dance Jenkins. Vincent goes to his right off to Walker against Karis LeVert. Walker has it. Working against LeVert on the right wing here. Good defense from LeVert. Backdoor find to Corey Kispert. He tries a 3. That's off the mark. LeVert grabs the rebound. Pistons are looking for a basket here. LeVert off to Kevin Huerter. Huerter has it. Goes to his right. Inside here. Huerter. Turnaround shot is good for Red Velvet. How about Red Velvet getting us back on the board? 94-91 basketball game. Huerter's got 8 points. Hawks have it. Top of the key here goes Kuminga. Kuminga looking for the open man. Off to Kispert. Working against Ron Holland. Driving baseline. Off to Gabe Vincent. 5 seconds left in the shot clock. Drives inside here. Floater is good. What a friendly shooter roll that was. 96-91 basketball game. Hawks in a 10-2 run here. Dance Jenkins has it. Off to Karis LeVert. Finds Red Velvet. Kevin Huerter has it. Cross-court pass to Ron Holland. Off to Dance Jenkins. Jenkins drives inside here all the way to the rim. Left-handed layup is good. 96-93 basketball game. 55 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Kispert catches it, working against Red Velvet. Off to Landale for 3. In and out, no good. Boarded by Ron Holland. Holland has it, crosses half court. Talk about a high-scoring game this one is, folks. We're both almost at 100 points apiece. We haven't hit the fourth quarter yet. Kevin Huerter has it, top of the key here. Kevin Huerter nearly thought about a 3. Off to Ron Holland. He tries a triple. That's off the mark. Boarded by Kispert. Kispert has it, finds Walker. Walker looking to slow down the floor here. 3-point basketball game, 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Walker working against Dance Jenkins at the top of the key. 15 seconds left to play here. 3 seconds between the game clock and the shot clock. Walker has it, drives to his right, working against Kevin Huerter. Drives in the paint, turnaround shot is good. 98-93, 9 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Jenkins has it. Top of the key here, working for the last shot here. 5 seconds. Jenkins has it, drives to his right, inside here, goes all the way to the rack. No good, but Duren is there, though, for the slam. 98-95, Hawks put up a prayer. That shot is no good. And we have a 3-point basketball game going into the fourth quarter. Do not go anywhere. I dare you to leave. What an unbelievable basketball game so far. One of the highest scoring Pistons games we've had all season long. Pistons were down 18 at the half. They took the lead briefly. Hawks went on an 8-0 run. Pistons are down 3. And a lot of that run was because Jalen Duren came off the floor there. So did Duncan Robinson. So JB Bickerstaff's going to have to get creative with his rotation to start the fourth quarter here. Holy molasses. Ray, Nick, Caleb, Wesley, Super Morty, man, you guys are fantastic. If you guys are new to the stream, like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys will tune into the action. Again, cannot wait until Pistons playoff basketball is here. And it's going to be absolutely electric. Hopefully you guys are all along with the ride come playoff season. And it's going to be fantastic. Pistons outscored the Hawks by 15 points in that third quarter. 98-95 at the end of the third. That's a high-scoring basketball game. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the chat, guys. We're in a commercial break right now. Oh my gosh, yeah. LCA must be going crazy right now. You talk about, like, momentum swings. I mean, 18 at the half. We're thinking, all right, get it back down to 10. They go on, like, a 17-0 run and make it a basketball game. Buzzer beater game 7 of finals. That'd be amazing. 98-95 basketball game. We're in a commercial break. Pistons down by 3. Lot can happen here. Again, this is no gimme for the Pistons. They got to keep taking care of business. Hawks are a very good basketball team as well. A lot of respect for this Hawks team. I wonder how Jonas Jerebko's doing. Shout out Jonas Jerebko. He was one of my favorite Pistons growing up. Appreciate you stopping in, Crown B. Welcome, dude. Yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the shows. Like I said, it's been a lot of fun covering this team. You know, this is my first ever year doing this play-by-play stuff, so hopefully you guys are enjoyed by it. I have a ton of fun doing it, and yeah. When it's like 2 minutes left to go, tie basketball game, I like absolutely dial in. There's nothing better than that. So, yeah. We'll see what happens. Again, Pistons stay healthy. Cade get back healthy. We'll see if he can get back in time for the postseason. If he doesn't, Pistons can hold down the fort 1 versus 8, and hopefully by the second playoff series, if you get past the 8 seed, you know, the last thing you want to have happen is rush somebody back from an injury, especially when you're dealing something as severe as a collapsed lung is. You want to take all the time in the world. Because like I said, I was talking to my friends off stream about this. Like, it's one thing to have, like, you know, a leg injury or a calf injury or a shoulder injury or something like that. Lung is every second. Like, every time you breathe, he's affected by that. So, definitely, Cade, get healthy, but take as much time as you need because, again, when you're talking about lung, that's, like, career stuff. So, don't rush. His health's more important is what I'm trying to say. So, we'll see what happens, but speedy recovery back to Cade. But look, when you're looking at Jalen Duren right now, 23 points, 8 boards, 3 assists, this guy's going to get a crazy payday this offseason. Back the other way here, come the Atlanta Hawks. Kispert, top of the key here, working against Karis LeVert. Poked away by Karis LeVert. Beautiful defensive play here, all the way for the slam. Karis LeVert did something impactful. I can't believe it. 11:40 left to play in the fourth quarter here. Daniels has it off to Okonkwo. Switches off to McCollum. He tries a 3 on the right wing. That's off the mark. Boarded by Kevin Huerter. Huerter, top of the key here, off to Javonte Green. Switches off, back over to Kevin Huerter. Huerter has it. Backdoor find a JD. Cross-court pass. Javonte Green from the corner for 3 is off the mark. Boarded by Okonkwo. Off to Daniels. Daniels crosses half court, working against Javonte Green. Off to Okonkwo. He drives inside here, off to Kispert. Kispert working down low here, off to Dyson Daniels. Daniels drives inside here. Shot is no good. Good defense from Jalen Duren. Karis LeVert has it, working against McCollum. He drives inside here. Karis LeVert, shot falls. Beautiful transition drive from Karis LeVert. Pistons take a 1-point lead. Pistons 99, Hawks 98. 10:50 left to play in the fourth quarter. Hawks at the top of the key here, off to CJ McCollum. McCollum drives inside here, cross-court pass to Kispert. He tries a 3, that's off the mark. Karis LeVert grabs the rebound. He's doing something impactful. I can't believe it. Karis LeVert on the right wing here. He pulls up for 3. Oh my gosh, I would have gone nuts if he would have made that. It was up there for a little bit. Shot is off the mark, though. 99-98 basketball game. McCollum drives inside against Asar Thompson. Cross-court pass here to Kuminga. He drives inside here. Shot is good. Count the bucket and the foul for the Hawks. Beautiful drive there from Kuminga. He's going to try and complete the 3-point play. We have a game right now. 199. Karis LeVert doing something impactful for once. Very rare to see that. 199 basketball game. Like and subscribe if you guys are new to the show. All right, so Hawks have it. They're at the free throw line. Good play from Kuminga. He's going to try and make it a 2-point game here. Kuminga's shot is no good, boarded by JD. Here come the Pistons. 10-15 left to play in the fourth quarter. Jalen Duren has it at the top of the key, working against Okonkwo. Off to Karis LeVert. LeVert drives inside here. Backdoor finding Javonte Green off to Asar Thompson. Asar drives inside. Mid-range jump shot is good for Asar Thompson. 101-100. It's back and forth Fiesta feast right now. 9:55 left to play in the fourth quarter. Asar Thompson steals it. Breakaway drive to the basket for the slam. Beautiful play from Asar Thompson. Hawks have to take a timeout. Asar Thompson, beautiful drive. He hits the jump shot, and on the defensive side of the ball, he pokes it away for the fast break steal slam. 103-100. Don't you dare leave the stream. We got a game, folks. Holy molasses. 103-100. Hawks have to take a timeout. Both teams have 3 timeouts left. 9:49 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Asar freaking Thompson. The man, the myth, the legend himself. 103-100. What a game, folks. Holy mackerel. Johnson, 18 points. McCollum, 13. Jalen Duren's got 23. How about Asar Thompson out of nowhere? 16 points. 4 assists, 3 boards. Horder's got 8 points. Jenkins with 15. Duncan with 12. Tobias with 16. There's 9:49 left in the fourth quarter. Again, the Hawks are not going to go away nicely. And you're playing right now without Tobias and Duncan. They're on the floor. They're on the bench right now. I would imagine J.B. Bickerstaff gets them in here in the next couple minutes or so. But this could come down to the absolute final shot of this game. I have never seen a game where the momentum shift has completely flip-flopped from the first half to the second half ever from the Pistons this season so far. Pistons were down by 21 points at one point in this game. Down 18. They take the lead. It's been back and forth the other way. They've outscored the Hawks by 15 in the third. And now they're up 3 in the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere. This is going to come down to the final shot, and I want you all to be here. Hawks fans, Pistons fans, and we got it all again tomorrow night against the Pelicans. I cannot emphasize and understate how excited I am for the Pistons playoffs this year. I'm hoping K can get back healthy in time, but even if he doesn't, next man up mentality. Denis Jenkins has been playing solid, when Cade went down, so Jalen Duren's playing like a max contract type player. He's unguardable one-on-one in the paint right now. You either have to foul him before he gets his shot off, or you're just going to let him just take advantage of you down low. And, it's going to be crazy. 103-100. Yeah, Kevin Huerter, again, you're starting to see the things that he can do. Again, a couple big-time defensive stops in this game for us. He's knocked down, a couple triples for us in this game so far. It's good stuff. Good stuff, man. Again, shout out to Super Morty, man, Wesley, Caleb, Nick, and Ray for the super chats. You guys do not have to donate. If you guys do, it all goes back into the streams. Everybody rules. Holy molasses. All right, we're back in business. Back from commercial break. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got a good game on our hands. We got a good game. 103-100, Pistons up by 3. It's going to be Hawks basketball. And it looked like CJ McCollum is called for the offensive foul against Asar Thompson, so it's a turnover here. Pistons get it back underneath here. Kevin Huerter drives inside here. Now they're going to call a foul away from the basketball. I think they're going to get on Kevin Huerter an offensive foul. So kind of back-to-back turnovers from both teams right there. So the Hawks get it back. Pistons 103, Hawks 100. Johnson, top of the key here, looking to set up the offense. Dyson sets the screen. Off to Kuminga. Back over to Johnson. Johnson on the left wing against Kevin Huerter. Johnson cross-court pass here, nearly intercepted by Jalen Duren. Hawks get it back here, off to Kuminga. He tries a corner three. That's off the mark. Dyson grabs the rebound, off to Johnson. He tries another triple. That is good. Second chance opportunities. Defensive rebounding is not helping the Pistons right now. 103-103. Tie basketball game with 8 minutes left. Jalen Duren, top of the key here, working against the Hawks. Duren off to Caris LeVert here. LeVert has it. Drives, working against McCollum inside the paint here. Off to Javonte Green, left wide open for three for Javonte Green, is off the mark. They're going to call a foul underneath, though, against the Hawks against Jalen Duren. So it's going to stay here on the floor for the Pistons. 8:41 left to play in the fourth quarter. Hawks 103, Pistons 103. Looks like they're going to get Okonkwo for the foul. So it's going to be Pistons basketball. 8:41 left to play in regulation. That is Okonkwo's 5th personal foul, so got to be careful with him. Pistons basketball, tie game. Caris LeVert inbounds here to Asar Thompson. Asar drives inside here. Looking at Javonte Green. Green catches it inside the paint here. Left-handed layup for Javonte Green, falls. 105-103 Pistons. Dyson Daniels back the other way for the Hawks. Off to Jalen Johnson. Johnson pinballs around here. It somehow comes up in Javonte Green's hands. Off to Caris LeVert. LeVert drives inside here. LeVert has it. Left-handed layup is no good. He grabs his own rebound, though. LeVert has it. Kick it back out to Kevin Huerter. They're going to stop play. I think they're going to call a jump ball underneath on Caris LeVert against the Hawks. 8:10 left to play in the fourth quarter here. So it's going to be a jump ball. It looks like it's going to be between Kuminga and Caris LeVert. So we're going to see who wins this here. 8:10 left to play in the fourth quarter. Caris LeVert versus Jonathan Kuminga at the free throw line for the jump ball here. Ref has it, ready to go. Caris LeVert wins it. Both players 6'7". Huerter behind the back pass. Beautiful pass. Down low to Javonte Green for the slam. A phenomenal backdoor find from Kevin Huerter to Javonte Green. 103-107. Hawks have it back the other way here. Off to Kuminga. Kuminga has it on the right wing here. It's going to be a foul call on the Pistons. They're going to get a reach-in foul, I believe. Is that on Caris LeVert? I think so. 7:52 left to play. Kevin Huerter, a phenomenal no-look pass down low to Javonte Green. 107-103. Hawks get it back. Out of bounds here. 7:52 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pistons have a 4-point lead. Like and subscribe if you guys are new to the stream. It's free. It helps my self-esteem. 7:52 left to go. Hawks have Jalen Johnson top of the key working against Javonte Green. Off to Walker. Walker, step back three for Walker is off the mark, boarded by Johnson. Johnson has it inside here, down low here for the slam. Another second chance opportunity for the Hawks. 7:36 left to play in the fourth quarter. Caris LeVert gets it back to Javonte Green. Green has it, drives inside here to Kevin Huerter. Huerter has his shot blocked. Here come the Atlanta Hawks. Hawks have it back the other way. Walker to Kuminga, Ball is deflected out of bounds here. It's going to be Hawks basketball out of bounds. Pistons 107, Hawks 105. 7:21 left to play in regulation. Good defensive play from Caris LeVert. Kevin Huerter comes up with the steal. Here come the Pistons. Javonte Green has it on the right wing here. Kicks it back over to Jenkins. Jenkins working against Walker. Kevin Huerter sets the screen. Jenkins rolls off it. Inside to Paul Reed. Paul Reed, right-handed layup is no good. Hawks get it back here, back the other way. Johnson has it for the Hawks. Off to Kuminga. Kuminga nearly lost it. Working against Kevin Huerter on the left wing here. Kuminga trying to back down Red Velvet. Inside here. Shot is no good. Huerter picks up the foul. Huerter gets called for the foul against Kuminga, and Kuminga is going to shoot free throws. 6:55 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pistons 107, Hawks 105. Yeah, he grabbed Kuminga's jersey on the shot attempt. That's a good call. Huerter gets called for the foul. So Kuminga's at the free throw line to try and tie this game with under 7 minutes left. Kuminga, free throw on the way. Is in and out, no good. Pistons 107, Hawks 105. Tobias Harris checks back into the game here for the Pistons. Out goes Caris LeVert. You got Kevin Huerter, Tobias Jenkins, Javonte Green, and Paul Reed on the floor for the Stones right now. Kuminga, second free throw on the way here, is up and in. 1 point basketball game. Pistons 107, Hawks 106. 6:55 left to play in the fourth quarter. Jenkins running the show here, crosses half court, looking to set up the offense against Daniels. Jenkins has it off to Paul Reed on the left wing here. Back over to Jenkins. Jenkins on the left wing. Step back three for Dennis Jenkins is off the mark. Hawks grab the rebound. Dyson Daniels off over to Jalen Johnson, working underneath here. They're going to call a foul underneath against Kevin Huerter. He was trying to find his man underneath there, and Huerter fouls him, so it's going to be Hawks basketball. Duncan Robinson checks back into the game here for the Pistons. Pistons 107, Hawks 106. Pistons were down 18 at the first half. At the half. It's been back and forth ever since to start the third quarter. Hawks looking to inbound here. Hawks have it. It's going to be poked away nearly by the Pistons. Hawks are going to get it back out of bounds here. Walker's going to inbound this. 107-106. Dennis Jenkins thought it might have touched Walker's hand. So it's going to be out of bounds here. Good deflection by Paul Reed. Hawks get it back here. Johnson off to Walker against Duncan Robinson on the left wing here. Step back three is no good. Hawks get another offensive rebound. Hawks pull up jump shot three from Walker is no good. How about another offensive rebound from the Hawks? Hawks save it, stripped away by Tobias Harris, off to Duncan Robinson. Duncan has it inside Tobias. Tobias goes to the rim, draws the foul. Tobias is going to go to the free throw line. How many second chance opportunities can the Pistons give the Hawks? 1, 2, 3, 4 opportunities. And finally someone picks up the ball. Holy molasses. 107-106. Tobias is going to go to the free throw line. Hawks are currently in the bonus right now. Tobias, free throw. First free throw on the way for Tobias Harris. It is up and in. Pistons take a 2-point lead here. 6:02 left to play in the fourth quarter. Like and subscribe if you guys are new to the stream. It's free. We're also doing Pelicans and Pistons tomorrow night as well. Okonkwo checks back into the game here for the Hawks. He's playing with 5 fouls right now. 108-106. Tobias at the free throw line. Second free throw on the way to give the Pistons a 3-point lead is up and in. Pistons 109, Hawks 106. Daniels off to Johnson. Johnson working against Javonte Green, crosses half court here. Hawks have it, drive inside here. Johnson misses the dunk. He gets fouled, though, by Javonte Green. Johnson's going to go to the free throw line. 109-106. Make sure you guys are up to date with the stream as well. So Johnson's going to shoot these free throws. They're actually going to call this on Jenkins, I think. Jenkins picks up the foul. Hawks have an opportunity to cut it back down to 1. Johnson at the free throw line. Free throw on the way. It is up and in. 109-107. We get a good game. Good game, folks. 5:53 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pistons 109, Hawks 107. Hawks are in the bonus as well. Pistons are fighting their way there right now. Johnson knocks down both free throws. 1-point basketball game with 5:53 left to play in the fourth quarter. This is what you want out of a basketball game. Jenkins crosses half court, off to Tobias Harris. Tobias working against Johnson on the left wing here. Off to Duncan Robinson. He loses it out of bounds, poked away, turnover Pistons. Big mistake right there from Duncan Robinson. He was getting the handoff from Tobias Harris. It was last touched by Duncan. Hawks get it back. Pistons 109, Hawks 108. 5:43 left to play in the fourth quarter. Jalen Duren's going to come back into this basketball game. I think. Maybe on the next possession. Next possession, he's coming back in. Walker has it, working against Jenkins, off to Johnson. Javonte Green nearly poked it away here. Johnson gets it back, drives inside against Duncan Robinson. It's going to be nearly poked away again. Duncan off to Kuminga. Kuminga tries a 3. That's no good. Hawks grab another offensive rebound. Walker resets here for the Hawks. This is where you need Jalen Duren. Duncan Robinson inside to Kuminga. Kuminga trying to back down Duncan. Reverse layup is no good. Hawks put up the bucket, and they take the lead once again. Hawks 110, Pistons 109. Do not go anywhere, folks. 5:02 left to play in the fourth quarter. 1-point basketball game. Tobias Harris has it, working against Johnson. Drives against Johnson, trying to back him down here. Turnaround shot for Tobias is no good. Kuminga nearly lost it. Inside to Paul Reed, steals it away and puts up the jam to take the lead. 111-110. 4:49 left to go. Hawks have to take a timeout. We're going to a commercial break. Don't go anywhere. Pistons 111, Hawks 110. Pistons were down 21 points in this game, 18 at the half. They've come all the way back. They have a 1-point lead with 4:49 left. And when you get back from commercial break, Jalen Duren's going to be in the game here for the Pistons. Like the live stream, guys. Subscribe if you guys are new. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the action. Very blessed to be here with all of you guys. Hope you guys have a good, healthy, and happy rest of year 2026. Cannot wait until the playoffs start. And hopefully you guys are all along with me and the journey from the first matchup of the playoffs and hopefully, dare I say, NBA Finals. We shall see what happens for this Pistons team moving forward. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the chat, guys. Welcome to the show. What a game. What an absolute game we've got tonight so far, man. This could come down to the final shot. Pistons 111, Hawks 110. Jalen Duren's going to be back in the game here. Hawks are taking a timeout right now, so we're in a commercial break. But man, oh man, this could come down to the final shot. You got 4:48 left to go, and it is anybody's basketball game right now. LCA, most of them are on their feet, ready to see a very intense, dramatic ending of this basketball game. Pistons 111, up by 1 over the Hawks. Hawks, again, like I said, mad respect to this Hawks team. Nothing but playmakers all over the floor for Atlanta. Dyson Daniels, Jalen Johnson, CJ McCollum, Corey Kispert can shoot the three. Okonkwo is a solid big underneath, and a lot of excitement moving forward for this Hawks team. So if they remain as the 6th seed, that's going to be a sneaky good playoff matchup, the 3 versus the 6. We shall see. Hawks got 2 timeouts left. Pistons have 3. They're up by 1, still in a commercial break right now. Anybody's basketball game. Who is going to win this game? As I take from my ginormous bottle of water. Super Morty, man. Wesley, Caleb, Nick, Ray. Thank you guys for the super chat. You guys are awesome. Like I said, all of you guys watching are all amazing. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. 111-110. Pistons up by 1. We're back from commercial break. Oh, we got a good one, man. We got a good one. It is anybody's basketball game right now with the last 4:48 left to play. Pistons have done a terrific job coming back into this game. And we're going to see who can step up down the stretch here for the Pistons. Can they hold off the Hawks? Are the Hawks going to win it? We're about to find out right now. Jalen Duren back in the game here for the Pistons. You got all of your starters on the floor right now for the Hawks and the Pistons in this game right now. Hawks basketball back the other way here. CJ McCollum has it. They're going to call a foul against Tobias Harris. He literally ran over Jalen Johnson. That was an angry scuffle before the inbound pass even happened. They were both grabbing each other's jerseys. So Jalen Johnson immediately is going to go to the free throw line. That could have gone anybody's way right there. It looked like Jalen Johnson pulled Tobias to the ground. I think JB Bickerstaff might challenge this here. JB Bickerstaff, I think, is going to challenge this play. He claims that Jalen Johnson pulled him to the ground. So immediately off of the commercial break, Tobias Harris and Jalen Johnson were going at it underneath the basket. And they called the foul originally on Tobias Harris, but this is so close. I mean, they're both grabbing each other's jerseys. Yeah, I don't know. I think Jalen Johnson might have pulled down Tobias Harris on top of him on the left wing there. That's going to be interesting to see how they review this here. JB Bickerstaff is challenging this play right now. Tobias Harris and Jalen Johnson were guarding each other, and it looked, I don't know, that's so tough. Originally, the foul was called on Tobias. This is a big play in this game, because if it's on the Pistons, you're going to have free throws here for Jalen Johnson. If it's against the Hawks, the Pistons get the ball back. So a lot of different directions this could go right here. Tobias fell on top of him, but it looked like Johnson might have pulled him down with him. So I don't know what they're going to call on this play right here. Yeah, Jalen Duren's on the floor. All the starters are in right now for both the Hawks and the Pistons. Refs are still taking a close look at this. Pistons 111, Hawks 110 in the middle of a challenge right after the commercial break. So we're going to see if this holds down for the Pistons or if they're going to overturn the call here. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic Wednesday. Like and subscribe if you guys are new to the stream. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. And yeah, everybody rules. Welcome to the action. Pistons have the Pelicans tomorrow, Thursday night. Then they take on Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves on Saturday. I'll be breaking down all those games for you guys once again. Let's see what the refs come up here. JB Bickerstaff is challenging this call here, saying that Jalen Johnson pulled Tobias Harris to the ground. And the challenge is successful. That's a huge play in this game because now it wipes away the potential free throws that Jalen Johnson would have gotten. JB Bickerstaff with an excellent challenge, and now it's Pistons basketball. 4:42 left to go in the fourth quarter. That's not necessarily a rule I agree with. If the ref screwed up, I don't know about possession, but Jalen Johnson gets called for the foul. So great challenge by JB Bickerstaff. Pistons get it back here. 4:35 left to play in the fourth quarter. Dennis Jenkins on the right wing finds Tobias Harris. Tobias working down low to JD. JD against Okonkwo. JD has it. Drives inside. Got to foul JD. Jalen Duren's going to go to the free throw line. Okonkwo picks up his sixth foul, and he is out of this game. Just give the ball to Jalen Duren and get out of his way. It is impossible to guard Jalen Duren down low without fouling him. Okonkwo has fouled out for the Hawks, and JD's going to go to the free throw line. 111-110. JD's at the free throw line trying to give the Pistons a 3-point lead here. Appreciate you guys will stopping in. You guys are fantastic. 4:27 left to go in the fourth quarter. Okonkwo is done for the night. Pistons up by 1. Hawks are currently still in the bonus right now. JD at the free throw line. Free throw on the way for Duren is in and out. No good. He missed the first free throw. And the drama continues. Duren's got 23 points, 9 boards, 3 assists. Duren, second free throw on the way here to give the Pistons a 2-point lead. Duren, free throw on the way is up and in. 2-point basketball game. Pistons 112, Hawks 110, 4:25 left to play in the fourth quarter. CJ McCollum crosses half court, working against Asar Thompson. Jalen Johnson sets the screen. McCollum goes off to his left, driving inside here, off to Daniels. Daniels working against Duncan Robinson down low here. Drives inside here. It's going to be stolen away by Dennis Jenkins. Jenkins comes up with it, crosses half court. Great defensive play. Jenkins drives to his right, looking for the open man here, looking to set up the offense. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Jenkins off to Duncan Robinson. He tries a corner three that's off the mark, boarded by the Hawks. Walker has it in fast break, crosses half court, off to McCollum. CJ tries a three. He buries it. Hawks take a 1-point lead from a huge three from CJ McCollum. Jenkins has it for the Pistons down 1 with 3:32 left to play in the fourth quarter. Tobias sets the screen. Jenkins rolls off it off to Asar Thompson. Jenkins looking to operate down low Tobias Harris. Tobias drives against Jalen Johnson inside here. Tobias shot is no good. Hawks grab the rebound. 3:16 left to play in the fourth quarter. Johnson has it, working against Tobias at the top of the key. Has it one-on-one, drives inside here, kick it back outside to Walker. Walker drives to the paint, kick it out here for three for the Hawks, is off the mark. Tobias saves the rebound. Pistons basketball back the other way. Jenkins has it, crosses half court here, working against Daniels. Goes to his right, driving inside here, out to Tobias from the corner for three, is off the mark. JD grabs the rebound. JD inside here, hook shot, it falls! Jalen Duren puts the Pistons up by one, 114-113. JD Menace down low here. Beef stew on his feet on the bench. 2:35 left to play in the fourth quarter. Johnson has it, top of the key, working against Duncan Robinson. Switches off to Tobias Harris, one-on-one. Asking for Daniels for the screen. Johnson switches off it. Johnson finds Daniels inside here, off to the Hawks down low. Kick it back out. It's going to be a three to beat the shot clock, and Johnson has an unbelievable three-point shot. Off to McCollum. McCollum buries a three to literally beat the shot clock with not even less than a second left. Unbelievable shot right there from the Hawks. 116-114. Pistons have yet to make a three this quarter so far. Duren finds Jenkins baseline. Jenkins gets fouled, and he's going to the free throw line and tie this game. 116-114 basketball game. CJ McCollum off 1 foot had to put that over Asar Thompson for an unbelievable three-point shot. Holy mackerel. 116-114, 156 left to play. Pistons basketball back the other way here. They're going to have Jenkins at the free throw line try and tie this game. Both teams are in the bonus. Jenkins at the free throw line. Free throw on the way here for Jenkins. It is up and in. 115-116. By the way, guys, if you guys could, no spoilers in the chat. Thank you very much. 116-115. 156 left to play in the fourth quarter here. Jenkins at the free throw line. Looking to tie this game. Dance Jenkins is going to... What just happened? They're looking at Walker and Duncan for a potential lane violation before the shot was off. I think they're just going to reset the free throw here. 116-115. That was weird. Jenkins was getting ready to shoot this free throw, and Walker and Duncan were kind of going into the lane early. Jenkins' second free throw on the way is up and in. 116-116. Tie basketball game. 155 left to play in the fourth quarter in the Motor City. Nothing better than this, folks. CJ McCollum at the top of the key, goes to his right, drives in the paint, inside here, blocked by Jalen Duren, out of bounds. It's going to be Hawks basketball out of bounds here. 116-116. What a game we have, folks. CJ McCollum, ton of respect for the guy. Blocked by JD. It's going to be Hawks basketball out of bounds. Pistons looking to escape here, down 21 points early on in this game. CJ catches it, working against Asar Thompson at the top of the key. 1:45 left to go in the fourth quarter. CJ has it, switches off to Dance Jenkins. CJ has it, turnaround jump shot is good. CJ McCollum, the Pistons killer. He's done it his entire career. Shot after shot after shot. 118-116. Pistons take a timeout. We're going to a commercial break. Unbelievable basketball game. It has been back and forth the entire second half. CJ McCollum has made unbelievable shots in this fourth quarter. Mid-range jump shot off 1 foot, buries a three. He's got 21 points and 4 assists. Both teams in the bonus, 135 left to go in the fourth quarter. Hawks 118, Pistons 116. Like the live stream, subscribe if you guys are new. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the action. Pistons have the most wins out of any team in the NBA in single digits. So, who's going to get the ball here? Pistons are down 2. 135 left to play in the fourth quarter. Shot again to Super Morty Man, Wesley, Caleb, Nick, and Ray for the Super Chats tonight. This is going to come down to the final shot. Pistons, this is an absolute ginormous possession here in this game. They're in a timeout right now. JB Bickerstaff looking to draw up a play here. They got 1 timeout left. Hawks have 2 timeouts left. Pistons down 2 to the Hawks here. Hawks are looking for their first win of the season against the Pistons. They're down 3-0 in the regular season series right now. Who's going to get this basketball? Back from commercial break. Pistons down 2, 118-116. Dennis Jenkins is going to inbound this play here. You got Javonte Green, Jalen Duren, Tobias Harris, and Duncan Robinson on the floor right now. Jenkins inbounds here to Duncan Robinson off the Dennis Jenkins. Jenkins inside here to JD, down low. Cross-court pass, Javonte Green left wide open from the corner for 3. In and out, no good. Oh my gosh, that was rattling down, in and out. Unbelievable miss right there. Hawks get the basketball back up to with 1:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. This is a ginormous possession in this game. CJ McCollum has it, goes to his right for 3 on the right wing, in and out, and the ball is deflected. CJ has to retrieve it. 13 seconds left. Hawks get it back. Top of the key, CJ goes to his right, working inside against the Pistons, off to Jalen Johnson, the top of the key for 3. That shot is no good. They get their 3rd straight offensive rebound. Hawks get it back again. CJ McCollum on the right wing, working against Duncan Robinson, down low. CJ puts up a shot, count the bucket and the foul. CJ McCollum, unbelievable. CJ McCollum, the Pistons killer, has done it again. What a shot from CJ McCollum. Pistons had not 1, not 2, but 3 opportunities to grab the rebound. Jalen Duren fouls CJ McCollum. He's going to the free throw line. Unbelievable basketball from CJ McCollum. Go up by 5. Pistons down 5. 44 seconds left. They absolutely have to score on this possession here. Jenkins on the left wing here. Puts up a 3 on the left wing for Jenkins. In and out, no good. Off to Duncan Robinson. He tries a corner 3. That is good. 121-119 on the right wing. 33 seconds left to play. 10-second differential, putting the game clock in the shot clock. Hawks up by 2. CJ McCollum working against Javonte Green. Everybody at LCA is on their feet right now. CJ at the top of the key. 20 seconds, ball in hand, goes to his right, drives inside, cross-court pass to Walker for 3. It is in and out, boarded by Duncan Robinson. Off the Dennis Jenkins. Pistons are calling a timeout. Unbelievable. Hawks 121, Pistons 119. 13 seconds left to go in regulation. It's Pistons basketball down 2. Unbelievable game. Duncan Robinson hits a big-time 3. Hawks miss a couple shots. He grabs the rebound. And you got 10 seconds. You're down 2. Who do you give this basketball to? Dennis Jenkins was the hero against the Lakers a couple nights ago. And who's going to call their number for this shot right now for the Pistons? Unbelievable. Durham with 26. Tobias has 18. Jenkins with 17. Asar with 16. Duncan with 15. Hawks 121, Pistons 119. Like and subscribe if you guys are new to the stream. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Unbelievable basketball game. CJ McCollum, big-time shot after big-time shot in the fourth quarter. Shout out to the Hawks fans, Pistons fans tuning in. What an unreal basketball game so far. Both teams are in the bonus. If you're the Pistons, do you wait for the final shot? Do you attack the rim immediately? What do you do here if you're JB Bickerstaff? All the starters coming out on the floor for the Pistons right now. 13 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Pistons down by 2. Who is going to get this basketball right here? Pistons down 2. 13 seconds left. Everybody at LCA is on their feet right now. You got Javonte Green, Jalen Duren, Dennis Jenkins, Duncan Robinson, and Tobias Harris on the floor right now for the Pistons. Duncan looking to inbound this pass here against Walker. Duncan Robinson looking to fire inbounds here. Duncan inside Tobias Harris against Jalen Johnson. Tobias has a turnaround shot for Tobias. He hits it! What a shot for Tobias Harris. It's a tie basketball game. 121-121. Uncle freaking T puts it in. 121-121. 9 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Hawks are going to get the basketball back. They either win this game or we're going to overtime. Unbelievable shot from Tobias Harris. 121-121. Uncle freaking T. Give him the city of Detroit. He makes big-time shot after big-time shot. That turnaround jump shot is so elite. Unbelievable basketball game. Do not go anywhere. Can the Pistons get one stop here? Hawks 121, Pistons 121. 9 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Unbelievable game. If I was a Hawks fan, I would give this ball to CJ McCollum, and the Pistons are going to have to stop him. CJ McCollum, throughout his entire career, loves playing against the Pistons. And can he do it again for the Hawks? You're either going to have a Hawks game winner right here, or you're going to go to overtime. That's the only two options right now. 121, 9 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Pistons are out of timeouts. Hawks have one timeout left. Who's going to get this basketball for the Hawks? 9.5 left to go in the fourth quarter here. Pistons 121, Hawks 121. Hawks, McCollum 24, Johnson 23, Walker 21. Who's going to get this basketball here? Jalen Johnson's going to inbound this pass here, out of bounds, working against Javonte Green. Tie basketball game. Here we go, folks. Jalen Johnson looking inbound here. Get it to CJ McCollum. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Ball in hand for CJ McCollum against Asar Thompson at the top of the key. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. CJ McCollum has to get a shot off at the buzzer to win the game. In and out, no good. We're going to overtime. Unbelievable. We got overtime basketball in the Motor City. 121. Don't you dare leave this stream. Holy Moses, what a game. 121. It was going to CJ. They put the best perimeter defender in the NBA on him in Asar Thompson. Great defense all around. And we got bonus basketball in the Motor City. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to a commercial break. Unbelievable basketball game. 121. Timeouts are going to reset. I'm about to pass out. This is by far the craziest Pistons game I've ever seen in my life. Pistons have so many second chance opportunities. The Hawks just creep back in this game. They're down by 5 with like 40 seconds left. Duncan, it's a huge three. Tobias ties it, and we're going to overtime. Unbelievable. Oh my goodness. 121. What an absolute dogfight of this basketball game. 121. If you guys are new to the stream, like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the action. What an unbelievable basketball game that we got here, folks. Holy mackerel. Hawks, Pistons tied. Pistons were down 18 at the halftime break. And we're going to see who wins this basketball game. Unfreaking believable. Put up a poll here in the chat. Who wins? Hawks, Pistons. Who is going to win this game? Holy mackerel. Like and subscribe if you guys are new to the stream. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the action. Love you guys. Thanks again for everything. Cannot wait until Pistons playoff postseason basketball starts. And, man, it's going to be good, man. Holy mackerel, it's going to be amazing. Jimmy Roberts, the Jimmy Roberts Show. Go Pistons. $2 super chat. Oh, my gosh. Jimmy in the chat is fantastic. Jimmy is going to go to the Thunder game against the Pistons in person on Monday. We're going to try and get an interview live from Oklahoma City at halftime on Monday. Thanks again, Jimmy. Jimmy's fantastic. Let me put Jimmy on the screen here. Holy cow. Thanks again, Jimmy. We're back from commercial break. Holy cow. What a freaking basketball game. All right, tie basketball game, folks. Don't go anywhere. Looking to jump this up here. What a freaking game. Unreal. Unreal, man. Unreal. All right. Let's do this, man. How about we go to double overtime, shall we? Why not? All right, we're back from commercial break. Jalen Duren looking to tip it off here. Hawks win the tip-off here, and we're back in business, folks. What a freaking game. Hawks have it, top of the key here. CJ McCollum has it. Both teams have 2 timeouts in the fourth quarter. Off to Jalen Johnson. Johnson drives inside here. Turnaround jump shot is good for Jalen Johnson. What a bucket for Jalen Johnson. 123-121. 4:30 left to go in the fourth quarter here. Denis Jenkins has it, top of the key here. Finds JD. JD going to work down low here. Jalen Duren off the window. Shot is no good. Hawks get it back here. Dyson Daniels, top of the key, drives inside here off to Jalen Johnson, left wide open from the corner for three. In and out, no good. Pistons finally grab the rebound. Off to Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris drives inside here. Shot off the window. It falls. Tobias Harris, 123-123. Big time shot for Uncle T. Hawks basketball back the other way. Tobias Harris has got 22 points, 3 assists. CJ McCollum, top of the key, working against Asar Thompson, switches off to Tobias Harris. CJ has it, working against Tobias Harris at the top of the key. CJ stops on a dime, mid-range jump shot is off the mark, no good, boarded by Jalen Duren. Here come the Pistons. Pistons cross half court, 3:50 left to go in overtime. Jenkins has it, top of the key here. Duncan looking to set the screen. Jenkins goes off to it to his right, looking at Duncan. Duncan catch and shoot three is off the mark. Duren grabs the rebound, off to Jenkins, finds Tobias. Tobias from the top of the key for three is off the mark, no good. Hawks grab the rebound here in transition, off to Walker. Walker at the top of the key here goes to his right, stops on a dime, pull up three is way off the mark, no good. Pistons get it back. 123-123. Tie basketball game. What a game, man. What an unbelievable game. 3:15 left to go. Jenkins has it on the right wing here, looking to set something up here. Goes to his left. Jenkins drives inside, try to lob it to Duren for the slam. He misses the dunk. 3 minutes left to go here in overtime. It was a great play, JD. It was a little bit too high of a pass for JD to throw it down. 3 minutes left to go in the overtime. Hawks get it back here. Walker has it, finds the Hawks down low inside to CJ McCollum. McCollum drives inside here. Floater, game is good. Count the bucket and the foul. CJ McCollum. Absolute Pistons killer. He's done it throughout his entire career. An unbelievable floater in the paint. He's going to the free throw line. Jenkins grabs him and fouls him, and CJ McCollum's going to go to the free throw line, trying to make it a three-point game. Unbelievable shot from CJ. CJ McCollum at the free throw line. Free throw for CJ McCollum, make it a three-point game, is up and in. 126-123. Asar Thompson looking inbound here. CJ's got 27 points, 5 assists. Dennis Jenkins crosses half court, working against Dyson Daniels. On the left wing goes Jenkins, looking to set something up here. Down low to JD. JD is stolen away by the Hawks. Hawks get it back here in transition. Jalen Johnson goes all the way to the rack. Shot is no good. And now they're going to call a foul, I believe, on the Pistons. And it's going to be Hawks basketball, and they're going to go to the free throw line. 2:30 left to play in overtime. Hawks 126, Pistons 123. You got Jalen Johnson shooting some free throws, and the Pistons are going to have to score off of this possession here. Jalen Johnson free throw on the way is up and in. 127-123 Atlanta. 2:32 left to go in overtime. Hawks up by 4 over the Pistons. Jalen Johnson looking to give the Hawks a 5-point lead. Free throw on the way is up and in. 128-123. Pistons have got to score here. Here come the Pistons back the other way. 128-123. Dennis Jenkins has it, top of the key, off to Tobias Harris. Tobias working to operate at the top of the key, looking for a basket off to Dennis Jenkins. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Dennis Jenkins has it. Goes inside here. Jenkins has it, puts up a shot off the mark here. Jenkins grabs his own rebound, though, looking to slow it back down here. Pistons basketball, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Tobias Harris, corner three for Tobias is off the mark. Hawks grab the rebound. Pistons are in trouble. 2:05 left to play here in overtime. CJ McCollum has it. Pistons are looking for a stop. Tobias working against CJ at the top of the key here. Walker sets the screen. CJ rolls off it. Gets it back to Walker. Walker pull-up three is off the mark. Tobias grabs the rebound. Up to Duncan Robinson. Duncan finds Asar Thompson down low. Alley-oop for the layup down low. Back to a three-point game. What is going on with my webcam? My webcam is frozen. Not now, webcam. Not now. 1:35 left to go here in overtime. Please work. Okay, thank God. 1:32 left to go here. The webcam's freaking out. Jalen Johnson down low here to Dyson. Dyson layup is good. 130-125. JB Bickerstaff takes a timeout. Unbelievable game. JB Bickerstaff takes a timeout to stop the bleeding a little bit. The Hawks are on a roll right now. Going to a commercial break. 130-125. Try to get a little bit of momentum going down there. Duncan finds a star for like an alley-oop layup. And the Hawks take a 5-point lead here. One of the craziest games I've ever seen. Let's see if the Pistons can respond here. 130-125. Again, guys, make sure you guys are up to date with the current live stream. Make sure you guys see that little red live button on the YouTube stream to make sure you guys are updated with the current action. And if you guys can as well, try to avoid spoilers in the chat. That'd be much appreciated. I'm going to have to time out some people if they're ahead of the game, so just makes it more fun for everybody else. 130-125 here. We're in a commercial break. Pistons are going to have to score here on this next possession. Pistons take a timeout. Both teams get 2 timeouts in the halftime break. There's 125 left to go in overtime. Unbelievable game. Pistons were down 18 at the half. They've crawled all the way back into this game. It's anybody's game right now. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the action. Let me know who's going to win this game, guys. Vote in the chat, Hawks or Pistons. Like the live stream, subscribe if you guys are new. It's free. It helps me out a ton. Welcome to the action, folks. Pistons down 5 against the Atlanta Hawks. Back from commercial break here. Appreciate you guys all stopping in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here we go, folks. We are ready to rock and roll here. Jenkins has it top of the key here, working to operate. Inside here, Duncan Robinson. Duncan goes to the rack. Shot is off the mark here. Pistons put it back up and in. 130-127. Duncan follows it up. 3-point basketball game. 113 left to play in overtime. Pistons down by 3. Hawks basketball. Jalen Johnson drives inside, working against Tobias Harris. Hawks have it off to Johnson. Johnson working against Tobias here at the top of the key. 8 seconds in the shot clock. Dyson trying to help him out on the screen. Johnson rolls off it. Shot is off the mark. Hawks nearly grab the rebound. Up to Jalen Duren. 50 seconds left to go in overtime. Pistons down by 3. Jenkins looking to operate here at the top of the key. Jenkins has it. Mid-range jump shot for Jenkins. It falls. 130-129. 40 seconds left to go in overtime. 17-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Hawks 130. Pistons 129. Hawks basketball out of bounds here. What a freaking game, dude. Unbelievable basketball game. Who's going to win this game, man? Jenkins clutch mid-range jump shot right there to cut it within 1. Who's going to win this game? Hawks basketball. 12 seconds left. 30 seconds left in overtime. CJ McCollum at the top of the key working against Asar Thompson. Switches off to Tobias Harris. Back over to Asar. CJ has it. Gets it back. Corner 3 for CJ is off the mark, and Javonte Green grabs the rebound. Here we go, folks. Pistons down 1 with 14 seconds left. Dance Jenkins off to Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris has it. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Pistons call a timeout. Pistons are down 1 with 8 seconds left to go in overtime. Unbelievable. Hawks 130, Pistons 129. Pistons are down 1. They have the basketball with 8 seconds left in regulation. We're calling a timeout. JB Bickerstaff's going to drop a play here. We're going to a commercial break. Unbelievable. Who's going to win this game? Holy cow. Hawks 130, Pistons 129. In a commercial break timeout right now. JB Bickerstaff's going to talk about it with his team. Holy molasses. Like the live stream, subscribe if you guys are new. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the action. Hawks 130, Pistons 129. There's 8 seconds left in regulation in overtime. Pistons are down 1 with the basketball. Who is going to take this shot? It was Tobias Harris in the 4th quarter. Do you call his number again? Do you give it to Jenkins? Do you lob up a slam to JD? What do you do here? Shout out to the Hawks, though. You guys are a terrific team. Appreciate you guys all stopping in. 8 seconds left to go in overtime. Hawks are in the bonus. Pistons are without any timeouts here. Oh, man, what's going to happen? Hawks 130, Pistons 129. Here we go, folks. We are dialed in right now. Don't go anywhere. Back from commercial break. There's 8 seconds left in regulation. Hawks 130, Pistons 129. Pistons basketball out of bounds here. Who's going to get this basketball? Hawks, Pistons. Pistons down 1. 8 seconds left in overtime. Javonte Green inbounds the pass here to Tobias Harris off the Dance Jenkins. Jenkins, 5 seconds in overtime. He gets fouled. It's going to be before the shot. They had a foul to give, I think. So it's going to be Pistons again with 4 seconds left. Pistons down 1 with 4.9 seconds left in overtime. Who's going to get the ball here? Javonte Green looking to inbound here, off to Tobias Harris. Tobias looking to back down Jalen Johnson. Turnaround shot for Tobias is off the mark. Jalen Duren at the buzzer misses the layup. Hawks win. Jalen Duren had a clean look off the rebound miss, and the Hawks are going to win it. Hawks win 130 to 129. Tobias Harris had a turnaround shot. He missed it. Jalen Duren was right there at the buzzer, and it was off the rim. A little bit too short for Jalen Duren, and the Hawks are going to escape with a victory. Unbelievable. Hawks win 130, Pistons 129. That could have been my shot at the buzzer beater. And Jalen Duren comes up short. And the Pistons are going to fall 130 to 129. Unbelievable basketball game. Appreciate you guys all stopping in. Thanks again to Jimmy, Super Morty Man, Wesley, Caleb, Nick, Ray for the super chats. And that was all she wrote. Pistons have the Pelicans tomorrow night. I'll be on the call for that game. That's a tough pill to swallow. Hawks are a heck of a basketball team. They're going to be a tough out in the playoffs. Love you guys. Peace out. Thanks again for everything. God bless. God is great. I'll see you guys on the next live stream tomorrow against the Pelicans. Adios, amigos. Oh, what a game. What a freaking game. Like and subscribe. Adios. Peace out, guys. See ya.